that. Lovely to see you guys. Wie geht's? Alles klar? Oh, yeah, prima, tschüss. Wie geht's du? Intoxicated, hey? Spirit! Alles ist gut! Oh, yo, how you doing, Spirit? Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Fantastic. I can skip down here. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Do. Are you guys being mean to Ayatollah? Anime noob, welcome on in. I think I speak for everybody in chat when I say the Boruto manga is a masterpiece. Anime noob, that's your first time comment. Anime noob, I have to be nice to new people, don't I? If you enjoy Boruto, anime noob, I am glad that you are having fun and enjoying an anime that works for you. And I'm not here to take away from that experience. I do not share your concern. Do not share your viewpoint on Boruto. Hey, Nanapion, how you doing? King Cadmos, hey, welcome in. Welcome, guys. Where is Lude? Oh my god, you guys are so filthy and eager. Yeah, we're working on Tifa. We're doing OG Tifa today. We've done original Tifa. We've finished. Now, I say finished, but they're only basically coloured in. Like, I still need to put them in a set and put them in a background and stuff. But, like, because there's 3 of them, we're doing it in these basic steps. So we've done original. We've done MILF. We're going to do remake. And I've line arted Beefer and I've line arted Glasses Tifa and done the colour flats. So I still need to line art and do the colour flats for Adult Worker Tifa. But those first 3 Tifas, we're basically going to get all of this wrapped up by the end of this week, which is great. So I'll have that out by the weekend for the Patreon packs. And then next week, we'll do the same thing, rendering the other 3 Tifas whilst playing video games. And then by that weekend, we'll have the other pack. And then we can actually just start illustrating some more casual Tifa stuff instead of all these little stand-up collectibles. We're actually on target so far. Anyway, Toby, how's life treating you, bro? How's family, Toby? Also, let me have a sip of tea and then we will get working because we don't have much time. Neonato, I'm 36, Mikey, but I don't recognize the anime with the guns. Somebody, can anybody find me? Spriggan. Neonato, you're thinking of Spriggan. They actually they remade it recently into a TV series. Spriggan's an anime movie, but the TV show is now I don't actually hate it, but Fatto Man, the TV show, it's one of those ones where it's all 3D rigged characters, and they just try to make it look like cell shaded anime, which we've had a conversation about many times. We don't need to have another one. I don't need to shout at you guys. You know where I am. Ayo, no calling the FBI. This is an FBI free chat, remember? It's in the rules. When you open my stream for the first time, in chat, you get a little box come up that tells you the rules. And you have to not be an FBI or CIA agent, sorry. Yeah, let's not. In parts of Mexico and the Philippines, the age of consent is... Well, let's not worry about that, though, yeah? We'll leave them to do their own thing. I'm not here to mess with any of that. Dino James, how are you? If you enjoy Boruto, I think you'll also enjoy Boku no Pico. No. You guys have warned me about Boku no Pico. You guys have warned me. I don't fall for that shit. Yeah, this is remake Tifa. Big dick energy Tifa. Do you reckon she's got big dick energy, this one? I've always found remake Tifa, although really, really fun as a main combat character in the Final Fantasy VII Remake. In terms of, like, her whole vibe, I find her perfectly fine. Like, there's just nothing notable about her as a character or a personality. At least Aerith I actively dislike in a remake. Aerith acts like she's cuter and hotter than she is. And hey, I'm not here to take away from her personal agency or energy. And who am I to judge? But Aerith clearly thinks very highly of herself and isn't playful about it, but is kind of weird and annoying about it when you first meet her in a game. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. Well, what if these characters don't even exist? Why have I got opinions? Hey, Zeref. Good topic change. How you doing, Zeref? Nice to see you. Oh, you Saton, you did a cheapy drawing yesterday. Oh, is it safe for work? Do you want to share? Rizana, how you doing? I'm doing great. Kids are growing like insane. The oldest is 19. Oh God, Toby, that makes me feel so old. Okay, look. Okay, here's a quick heads up for chat. Because a lot of us are adults. Well, a lot of us are older adults, I should say. Like, everyone's an adult. Well done. Age is just a number. Okay, so let's not say that everyone's an adult, because that falls back into some dodgy territory again. But a lot of us in chat are older. So if I ask after your family, or I ask how your kids are doing, or anything like that, because I want to just, get caught up on how life's treating you guys. If any of you have children over the age of 18, do me a favor and just don't answer or lie, okay? Because if you start telling me that your children are grown-ups, that hurts my feelings as an old man. I don't need to hear that. I don't want that energy in my day, okay? That's no good. I stayed around my mate's house when I was younger. I spent because my mum's a bit funny and she moved house without telling me whilst I was at university. So I came back and our house was sold and she was in a different town. So I had to stay with my mates over Christmas. And I remember staying with one of my mates and her sister had a kid. Like a proper little, a kid in a nappy. And I don't know how old they are, but there's somewhere between 2 years old and 5 years old. Do you know when all they want to do is watch that one Disney movie that they like on repeat, and that's all they want? So whilst they were busy and I was staying around theirs, I was doing the babysitting. So I was just and it was super easy. I literally would be like, this is her favorite DVD. It was like Wally or some shit. This is her, no, I think it was a different one. But this is her favorite DVD. And we just watched that. And then she was like, I want to watch it again. I was like, yeah, suits me. So we just sat there doing that. Proper kid. About 5 years ago, I was in an office job. And this is like in a building complex. And the office next door, a load of people came out on their break. And that kid came out as a grown adult woman in her early 20s. Wait, was she in her early 20s? Wait, how does that make me? Oh God, yeah, no. Yeah, no, okay, so I take that back. She was about 19. But she just came out as an adult and she was like, oh, hey. And I was like, oh yeah, you're so-and-so's kid. But I was like, but now you're a person. Fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. When I'm in charge, there's going to be none of that. None of that. I'm going to put a cap on that shit. No. That really upset me, that did. I'm a friend of the family, but I hate the family. No, they're all fine. They're awesome. Mr. Mikey Michelson, I hope you've been doing well. Husky, it's lovely to see you again. How the devil are you doing, man? Welcome. Yeah, we're just getting ready to do a little bit more of our Tifa rendering. In terms of the first 3 Tifas of this week, this is our last Tifa to go, which means I spend the rest of the week working on a quick, simple background, and then we're just going to tidy them up a little bit, add some bounce light, and make them look a little bit cooler. But we're actually going through the steps to getting this nicely done. So yeah. How the devil are you guys doing? Hope you've had a productive and wonderful week so far. It's Thursday. If we get this done quick enough, then we'll do a little bit of Resident Evil 4 as well, because I'm really missing that game. Oh, did I mistype? Because I meant one of them is 1 and one of them is 9. That's better, Toby. Toby, that's what I like to hear. Bless. They grow up so fast, Toby. Frozen, God, do you know what? It probably was Frozen. Yo, classic Sam, how you doing, dude? Nice to see you, bro. How's life treating you, man? What's going on? Oh, hey, you're Mikeymegamega. Wait, are you Mikeymegamega? Mikey, I've turned to... No ages in chat. Don't tell me... Honestly, don't tell me your ages in chat. It's not... we've talked about this before, but just to be clear, I would happily know your ages. I really don't... that's normal information. But you can't actually type your age in chat because it helps protect vulnerable kids. It sounds weird, but actually, it's better not to mention it. Because you never know when some kid's just like, oh, hey, I'm 13. How you doing? And then somebody else in chat's just like, oh, yeah. Yeah, let's talk about discovering our changing bodies together, yeah? Why don't you send me some pictures? What's your Snapchat? So we can't... So I'm sorry to bring it up, but, I'm sorry to change the energy. But you got eyes open, yeah? You got to watch out for the kids. Okay, apparently, is this a real thing? Is this a real thing? Apparently in Japan, it's not uncommon for relatively young kids to be sent out to, you know, do the shopping and do errands and stuff. And there's a special yellow... No, tell me if this is a lie. There's a special yellow helmet you give them, or a special yellow hat. And it basically means that I'm a young kid who's unchaperoned. So if I'm crossing the road and stuff, adults need to keep half an eye on me. And so good is the communal status quo. We're talking about a kind of utopian ideal here. I know reality is different. But so good is the status quo that, like, kids can like hop on the subway and go get some shopping done. And if like adults see those kids in those little yellow hats unchaperoned, like walking around the place, if they're crossing the road, the adults will be like keeping like half a lazy eye on them just to make sure they're not like getting hit by a car. Is that true? What did I just tune into? Lock Khan, we're talking about easy access children. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. No. I've got to stop doing these jokes. These are terrible jokes and they're going to get me in trouble. Also, Ayatollah, thank you so much for the Tekken last night. I couldn't help but notice, because I never changed my VOD over to video gaming, the only audio that recorded was my voice, much like these art streams. But it meant that all of our conversations that we were having... Oh, hey! Aww. Perfectly average guy. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Look, I hope your cat's feeling a lot better, and I hope you get some lovely rest. But thank you very much for that resub. That's very handsome of you, man. Hope you're looking forward to all of those Tifas flooding your inbox on Discord soon. You'll get your sweet hands on them. What were you talking about? Anyway. The effectiveness of wearing pedestrian helmet whilst walking... No, I don't know. Evaluate the effectiveness of head injury prevention among pedestrians. I don't like where this is going. You need to, mate, stop copy pasting. Just live your life, Neo. Come on, just relax. Why don't you go make some tea? We'll still be here when you get back. Yeah, sorry, I'm putting it off. I've been doing line art all day for Beefer. But now we have to do more art. More art? Do bap bap boodly-doo. We were talking about... No, we weren't. Oh, yeah. So I was talking to Ayatollah, and then, no, Ayatollah. Yeah, so your voice didn't get recorded. So all of our conversations are me talking, pausing, laughing, and then talking some more, like a not okay person. So if we play any more Tekken in the future, I will remember to change over the audio settings, because that's not a good look. I gotta tell you. Oh, it was a test they did in the 90s. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Always down to fight. Oh, I've got an ex-girlfriend like you. They made a whole load of children wear helmets and a whole load of children not wear helmets. And there was almost twice the amount of injury for the non-helmeted kids. But now, helmets work. Helmets work. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Helmets work. Oh, let's open up another OBS then. Sorry, if I sound like I'm tired or beleaguered, I'm happy to be here. I've just eaten my dinner whilst the starting soon screen was going. And it was actually really nice. I'm really into just making my little pots of rice now. Everything I do is like the meat goes in the air fryer. I put on the rice. Sometimes I stick an egg, clean it first, stick an egg in the rice to cook. And then towards the end, I put a load of frozen vegetable on top of the rice so it steams. And then, and it's just got these delicious... And then you have to leave it for a few minutes so it all soaks in and goes fluffy. Anyway, long story short, I'm still digesting, so... If I get a bit sleepy, I'm just... it's my body fighting sleep. I've had cleaner glasses in my life. Excuse me. Let's all have a nap. All right, let's do some drawing. Do 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 do. They dropped a piano on the children and counted as survivors. Hell of a tune. It was the last song they ever heard. Yeah, moving chat over here. You hit notes higher than I could. Oh, Fua, thank you very much. I'm a little bit all over. We've got the highs and the lows, Fua, the highs and the lows. I sing from my left-hand side, Fua. I don't know if you know, but I've got a rare condition where only one of my testicles dropped during puberty. So one hung low and the other stayed in there. So depending on which way I lean, I can do the full thing. Mate, I'm a karaoke king. Absolute killer. Really disappointed girlfriends, but everything else is great. Right, let's do some actual clipping mask. Again, we're keeping this super, super simple and vibing. For Grammy Oscars. Absolutely. Who's Oscar again? Grammy Oscars, that's because that's what you're talking about these days, Fua. Fua, I've been off this platform for a good solid month, although I like to say it's a week and gaslight people. So nice to see you. But because I follow you on Twitter, I feel like you've been away or something, or not doing Twitch, and you're recently back as well. So welcome back. Don't worry, Fua, this isn't a come on. I was greatly enjoying your face the other day. When you were playing with the kitchen tray. I don't know why, but I was just like, that Fua, man, she's a good old follow. There's a few people I follow where they constantly just do shit, and I'm just like, damn, they're a good follow. Good, glad to follow you, mate. Glad to follow you. Hope life's good, dude. Oh, you've been renovating your house. Oh, mate, I am literally halfway through renovating mine. I'm peeling wallpaper next door, and I've been doing this for a really long time. Oh, she's talking to herself. Oh, fuck. Waste my time. Waste my time. Oh, I'll talk to her later. All right, everybody but Fua. I was steaming my wallpaper, and I've been doing it for fucking ages because I never got around to actually wrapping it up. But I have a half wallpapered room next door, and I'm doing some beautiful renovations. Oh! Oh, Fua, thank you very much for subbing a Prime. Enjoy your access to my Tifas whenever you're ready. Oh, bless your sweetheart. Oh, no, Fua, I was just saying that I'm steaming wallpaper. It's not... I'm happy to hear it. All right, yeah. So I'm steaming I'm doing my bedroom at the moment. So I've steamed off half the wallpaper. I've already worked out all the furniture and sex equipment that I need to buy for it. I'm going to go a little bit like BDSM top. So that, like, if I have a girl round, I can literally plug in loads of equipment and just, like, drive her nuts. But it means, like, I've had to just completely sort out everything. But because when I redecorated this room, there was plastering and painting as well. I remember that painting taking a million years. It's always way more of a nightmare than you think. So I'm probably just actually going to get in painters. But on the outside, I need to actually get the wood panels of the house painted as well. And there's the gardening. So I feel you, Fua. Like, those renovations, it's great for a bit. But if you've got like even just a medium room to do, after a while, you're just like, okay, fuck this. Or just employ someone to actually do the painting. It's a real bugger. Did you reinforce the swing? No. So obviously we talked ages ago about, is it a St. Andrew's cross? Up against the wall. And basically I kind of like, I just asked a load of submissives. And the feedback that I mostly got is that for most of the subs that I know, they generally prefer the idea of being tied down to something and then, you know, have something plugged into them and turned up to max than they do being tied up to something. Like, getting tied up and spanked and whipped is, you know, people do that all day long, good for them. But in terms of, like, really going at someone, all my feedback was, like, actually, if you're going to start restraining someone and really going at them, tie them down compared to tying them up. which means my main brick wall on that side, I can just fit. I've seen this lovely little grey dresser, which will run the length of it, which will just do nicely instead because it will free up another space. Mikey's mad raving. What are you talking about? We're talking knowledge here. Ayatollah has never been in any of Mikey's streams. He just hallucinates his existence. Don't, because the conversation topics and the fact that it didn't record his voice makes me look like a crazy person who might be hunting minors. So it's really not good. It's really not good. I painted 3 rooms, but I haven't put any of the baseboards back because I don't want to cut them. So I just have all of this furniture in rooms with no baseboards. Are you... So, baseboards... Are you... What you call baseboard, I think I call skirting. Let me just Google that really quickly so I'm on the same page. Yeah, the skirting. Fuck. Yeah, that's a bugger. Have you got like a mitre saw? Don't clip stuff. Don't clip stuff. Don't clip... No clipping. No clipping. Clipping is an act of hate round here. You're not allowed to remember what I say. Dude, yeah, I feel you. My lounge downstairs is like a storage area. It's full of old... Basically, I had a load of old stuff and I packed it. And then I put it all in my friend's house because I thought I was moving out. And then I wasn't. So I put it in my lounge in the boxes. And instead of opening the boxes, I just rebought everything. So now I just have to order like a big yellow skip and just... This is a happy place where I'm doing art. I don't want to think about all the housework, but I put it off, okay? Because I put it off for ages. Let's start drawing. I'm going to just open up another OBS so we can record. I hate using it. Oh, dude. It sounds like you've broken the back of most of the work, though, if you've done the walls. Look, don't even get me started, but like... When you strip the wallpaper, at my end, you bring down all the thick, like, textured wallpaper, but the wallpaper doesn't fully steam off because it's so old. The actual, like, thin paper backing part stays on the wall. So then you have to steam it again to get that off. And that's the stuff you got to scrape. But God knows how far back in time I'm going. They used some really dodgy, like, lead-lined yellow paint in the previous occupants. So once I get that wallpaper down, there's this really disgusting, like, tacky yellow paint, which has all these, like, because I've been steaming it, it's got, like, these little, like, starfish, like, welts where, like, the air and water gets under it. And that is a night. Like, I'm not a big swearing kind of guy, but when I'm getting that wallpaper down, I'm using words that I didn't realize I had in me. Anyway. It's like when I sing along to a rap album. No, I'm not that bad. Okay. Okay, start recording. Guys, thank you very much for joining me this evening for some gentle, relaxing... Let's do our remake version of Tifa, and then we've done our set of 3 for this week. And then we'll work on the next set next week. Get some gaming in as well. Happy Thursday, you lovely lot. If you're getting the mold, you've got to replace the drywall. No, thankfully, I don't have any mold issues. I don't even have much. I've got like one drywall next door. That's actually our connecting wall, which is way thinner than it should be. But no. It's just actual work and effort I got to do. And I just hate working, and I despise putting in the effort. We will rock you. Hey, Art of Rob, how you doing, bro? Welcome on in. Guys, good evening. Thank you very much for joining me, or good afternoon, depending on where in the world you are. It's a little bit of Thursday work and relax. I've been doing the line art for Buff Tifa all day long whilst watching a movie. Guys, has anybody watched the Brad Pitt movie called Ad Astra? I watched that just earlier whilst I was wrapping up Tifa. It's got that real kind of old school 70s sci-fi melancholic vibe about it. It gets a little bit darkish dull at the end, but overall it's relatively good watch. I quite liked it. It's less like action, even though there's loads of action, it doesn't have a very intrusive soundtrack, and a lot of it has minimal audio because it's in space. So you get this really muted vibe. I quite like that vibe in a lot of films. Yo, very blueberry. Thank you very much for saying, dude. How you getting on? What's good? What's good? I did all the important stuff, so now I'm like, okay, now I can do this easy stuff whenever. But will I? But will I? It's those last steps after your steam has run out, and that's when the part of your brain that starts to say good enough becomes more powerful and it really kicks in. Yeah. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. Blum, blum, blum. You're another year older today. Very blueberry too. Is it your birthday? Very blueberry. Happy birthday. I hope you've had a wonderful time in your own way. Happy birthday, very blueberry. Hope you've had a great birthday. Bow, bow, bow. Very blueberry. Happy birthday, very blueberry. Happy birthday to the world. All right, there you go. Happy birthday, man. Yeah, I hope you had a wonderful time. Hope it's all treating you very well. Oh yeah, I got all of it. I got the lungs, you see. You can tell I don't talk to many people in my normal day-to-day life. I unload all of my bullshit at the live stream. Fua, I want to ask you if there's goss. You're quite good for goss, but I think I'll DM you on Twitter. I was just super curious when you tweeted that you were a little bit disappointed about people's ulterior motives. And I was like, oh, either someone's macking onto Fua or they're trying to get free commissions out of her. Fua very clearly has a partner, but people be trying their luck, huh? Oh, this is a banger. This isn't Queen. This is... I fucking love this track because they used it in the trailer to Dune. And Dune 2 is coming out later this year. Is it next year? Wait, when is Dune 2 coming out? All that you love. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. It's already out, Mikey. It's been 5 Don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. Dune 2. Dune 2. Liam MSP, how you doing? Welcome on in, bro. Guys, welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful day for a lot of you. We're chilling out today. We're drawing some Tifas. For anyone who's just popping in or is wondering what's going on, we're doing loads of Tifa variants, like Loki and the multiverse sort of stuff. So ages ago, I sketched up. I came out of an art funk and found my juices flowing, and I spent ages, and we just sketched up all these various Tifas. MILF Tifa, OG Tifa, Remake Tifa, Glasses Tifa, for which we have lore, Beefa, loosely based on, is it Kitty Bit Games? And Adult Worker Tifa, for which there's also lore, but be careful. So I'm just doing some really nice, simple, basic rendering on each one of these Tifas. Voila, here's an earlier one. But I'm going to make a single background, then we can switch all of them into the background, and then I'll just kind of like give them some actual atmospheric shading and bounce light and stuff. And then we'll have like this kind of little collectible set. and then I need to talk to somebody about a very clever thing, which I wanted to work with them months ago, but then I still was behind on stuff. But that's to be continued another time. June 2, November 3rd, 2023. November's my birthday. Let's fucking go. Okay, whilst you guys are Googling, Liam, whilst I've got you Googling, could you do me a favour? Could you tell me when the release date is for the next Mission Impossible movie? Because that's an actual deadline I have to work towards on Filmcram for my recap videos. Liam, could you Google for me? July 12th. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. That's quite tight. Ah, okay, that's quite tight, actually. How many Mission Impossible movies are there? That's not as many weeks as I would optimally like to have, whilst also getting other things done. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, Part 1. Oh, shit. Part 1? A lot of big egos in the writing room, huh? Mission... Stop saying that stuff came out years ago. I don't like that. I don't like that joke. You know I get confused. Mission Impossible 24, starring Jack Bauer. 8. There are 8 Mission Impossible movies. I have to recap 2 Mission Impossible movies a week. In time for Dead Reckoning, Part 1. Man, God, I'm so busy. I make myself so busy. Oh, wow. The bangers are on tonight. This is like the original recording. It's not the studio remaster. You have art tutorials. BRB must learn. Yeah, dude. I like making a few tutorials from time to time. I'm no teacher. I'm no professional, so you have to find what you find in it. But what I know, I share. I'm trying to work out how much is too much based on the other ones that I've done. I really make the soft blending do most of the work. Let's just make this a little thicker, shall we, here? We can probably get away with some... You guys are all beautiful to me. Don't worry about it. And you're strange. I really need to learn color theory. If you have a tutorial on that, I'm really sorry I don't. I have some books that do it for me, but color theory is not my strongest point. All I ever really know is complementary colors and mixing hot with cold. That's all I ever do. Mikey, I would pay for a high quality in-depth video series of tutorials on everything that you know and can do, even if the videos are hours long. Do you want to know what I'm doing? I've got some of my older tutorials, not the oldest ones, but all the bits in them that are time-lapsed, which is usually a few other drawings that fill up the page. I'm going to go back through those and record real-time audio on the untime-lapsed footage and upload those as well for Patreon. Because a lot of people were like, I was kind of hoping that your Patreon would give access to the same tutorials, but with no time-lapse, everything being real-time in it. And I was just kind of like, there's not much I can do about that. And then I was like, oh, actually, I do have the original footage. I could just dub it. So mate, I'm busy bee. We got a lot of busy things to do. Why does the audio constantly get cut off with my alerts at the moment? Yo, Zach, how you doing, man? Zach, welcome on in. How's life? Tekken tutorials, yes! I will give you Tekken Tag Tournament, no, Tekken 7 tutorials. Hey, Kitty Kate, lovely to see you as ever. Hey, Mikey, I can't believe I've managed to catch your stream for 2 days in a row! Yes, I'm so regular now. Look at me, I'm like I'm eating prunes. How's life, Kitty Kate? How you doing? Oh. Oh! Okay, brilliant. I just got to go get some milk. I'll be right back, yeah? Wow, and it's mine? I couldn't be happier. I'm just going to go for a quick walk. I'll be right back. You'll have to find your own form of bunny payments. No alimony till blood test. You know what I say? That's what I whisper doing sex. No alimony till blood test. Also, thank you so much. Cozy, thank you for the 32 months. Hey. I appreciate you, Cozy, and I appreciate your vibe. Now, the remake Tifa has much darker hair than the OG. So a bit like we did with MILF Tifa, we're actually going to darken up the whole base vibe first, and then we'll work on top of that. Stars. Load. Guys, it's lovely to see you lot. Is anybody working on any creative projects at the moment? Playing any video games? Yo, is anybody going to be playing... Whoa, what is this? There's a brown line here. Look at that. On a different layer. How dare you? How dare you? Is everybody going to be playing the next Zelda game? Because I'm going to start playing the original Breath of the Wild on Saturday, possibly Friday night. So we're going to crack on. How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see that, guys. Little bit of a random on a wrong layer there. That'll just be our secret, yeah? It's between me and you. Let's pop in a little bit. It's back in that corner here. Okay. Better. But now we have to go darker. Women have the right to abort. A man should have the right not to pay. I'm not sure if I really agree with that argument. I'm kind of like 50% with you, but I feel like there's a few caveats and real life contradictions to that. I'm doing good, says Kittigate, figuring out posing for a Mother's Day mermaid piece. A lot of people doing mermaids at the moment. And in America, it's Mother's Day soon. We don't have that in England. I mean, we have mums, but not at the same time you do. Dubbing over the footage with commentary. Yeah. I'm hoping it will work out. I haven't actually done any of it yet, but I worked out like, oh, actually, I think I can actually deliver something that people were saying that they'd ideally like. No, come back. Sorry, I've gone for milk. It's all over. I'm working on an urban style piece with graffiti and stuff. Common rodent, really randomly. Have you played Spider-Man, Miles Morales? There was somebody made like a Twitter post. Not anyone I know, but somebody I follow, I think, liked a thing. Long story short, they made a Twitter post and they were talking about how in video games in general, they have a really negative connotation with urban architecture, and that video games always just show graffiti as being like the rough area of town, and they don't really have it integrated with how a lot of people kind of take it in modern day. So my counter to that, and the reason I'm bringing it up, is Miles Morales Spider-Man. The Miles Morales Spider-Man is really good, but Miles' relationship with the city and the people of the city, including the art forms and especially the graffiti, is all really well woven into the game and the environment. They really fucking nailed it. They're lovely. Also, the lady who does the graffiti is super gorgeous. She's really cute. Far left. Hey Zero, how you doing? Zero from Demon Slayer. Zorro from Demon Slayer. Ah, yes. I had that character. Demon Slayer, I was saying this earlier, is... Now, I'm a bit old school, and I haven't caught many of the... what do you guys call it? So there's Fossil Generation, Old Generation, and so on. I grew up in the Old Generation, like original Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. But the new gen, I haven't really caught up with the exception of I watched Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is so damn good. Like, it's got really good Sakuga, really cool, like, combat scenes with loads of bright colours and all the sword techniques. But the crux of it's really character-driven and really emotional. Oh, man. Oh, they did so well with Demon Slayer. I'm so pleased. I need to start reading the manga, maybe. Hey Marek, how you doing? I have no idea what Fu is laughing at. Probably her own jokes. Graffiti like tattoos. Some can be art, some can be gang markings. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, Jen, let's go. The generations have names. Yeah, I thought it was just a meme, Fua, but one of my mods confirmed it. So Fossil Generation is, and what's really upsetting is that obviously these are young man's names. They don't even go back to the anime that I originally watched. But apparently Fossil Generation now is original Dragon Ball and stuff like that. Original Dragon Ball, the first few episodes of One Piece, Gundam Waltz, that's Fossil Gen. If you're into anything basically in the 90s. Old Gen is like Naruto Shippuden, Bleach. And New Gen is Demon Slayer. What are the other ones? So, like, Trigun is Fossil Gen. We said this yesterday. What's the kid with the green hair and the woman who's a frog? And it's got Almighty. Toonami didn't last long enough. That in my day, there was one single licensed publishing house, and it was literally just called Manga. And you'd pick up a VHS cassette, and you'd put it in, and you'd have just the Manga logo of a burning brand in the background. And you'd sit there and you'd watch like Wings of Homianase or something, have no idea what's going on, and you'd be glad that you managed to find an anime. Hey, Gibrova, how you doing? My hero. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Oh, My Hero Academia. Oh, yeah. What? Your stream made me feel older than I'd like. Yeah, well, I'm throwing it back at you, aren't I? I'm getting my own back. It's because at the start of stream, I asked after how somebody's kids were, and they replied with, yeah, one of them's 19. And I was just like, right, that's it. You can all fuck off. You can all fuck right off with that attitude. So now I'm throwing that shit back at you guys now. If you guys are able to relate to anything that I say tonight, you are old. You're out. Old news. Nobody's marketing products for you anymore. You're not the target audience of anything. Oh, didn't like that film, did you? Guess what? They don't make it for you anymore. I didn't think this movie was very good. Yeah, that's because it's aimed at 15-year-olds who are going to be spending money over the next 20 years. What are you going to do? Go to a care home? What good are you? What good are you to the Disney franchise? Mate, we're out. We are out. We are out. We're done. Anyway, happy birthday. I think my first animes were the Macross shows. Ooh. How did you come across it? I don't know. So it depends on how accessible anime was when you guys were kids. Whenever that was, depending on where you live. But for me, anime was a rare find on British public television. There was Channel 4, which was the most experimental of it. So number one, we had 4 channels when I grew up on TV, the whole nation. And the most experimental of them was Channel 4. And sometimes at like 4 o'clock in the morning on a weeknight, they would put on the original 10 episodes of Fist of the North Star. Or randomly at 3 a.m, that's when they started playing Legend of Feng Sayuk and the Jet Li old school kung fu movies. But like, you were lucky to come across that sort of shit. You can stop. We're dead. We're dead. Jin, how's life? Oh, Jin, are you a legend? Is that Haz's legend? One sec. Yo, Jin. Okay, I see you're a Haz versus RPG boy. Jin, you're always welcome around here. We welcome Haz's crew with open arms. He's my boy. Actually, no. Fuck him. Fuck him. I asked him if he was reading any fantasy books or novels recently. And he was like, I only ever read a few specifically. And he didn't tell me the name of the books, but he just went, especially if the author's called Margaret Way or Tracy Hickman. And that, like, kicked my brain into overdrive, because Margaret Way and Tracy Hickman do the Deathgate cycle. So I was like, fuck, I know what that is. I know what that is, Haz. I read the Deathgate cycle. I want to talk about it. And he literally name-dropped that, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just going to go check on my dogs. And he just went off and he made himself dinner. And I was just like, fuck you, man. I want to talk about stuff. And he'd gone. Just bloody chair. Oh, yeah, 1 minute. This is my impression of Haz. Oh, yeah, 1 minute. Just got to check on my dogs. Haz versus RPG. What a rat. Absolute rat. Yeah, this Haz in a nutshell. Yeah. God, what's that fucking game he worked on? You had weekend mornings with Dragon Ball. Valvenge, are you in England with Sky TV? I had a friend that had Sky TV, and he got to see Dragon Ball, and that blew my mind because he didn't even appreciate it. I only read manga. I just can't trust the animation studios anymore. Oh God, Mimrosa. Do you want to know? I never really paid much attention until the advent of 3D rigged models with cell shading rendering taking over the scene, and then I was just like, Normally, I'm quite open-minded about artistic endeavor, and I try not to be stuck in the past. But that shift to 3D rigging was like the final straw for me. I was like, I can't pretend to like this. So Berserk was the one that really did it to me. But well, I had a follow up. Where was I going in my sentence? Oh, that was it. That was it. The one that really kicked it in was One Punch Man. One Punch Man season 1. Wow. One Punch Man season 2. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, this is really popular. What if we did it for half the budget and half the effort and half the frame rate and then just pumped out shitloads of merchandise? Oh, that also makes money and it's easier. Let's just do that. Cool. What about the artistic integrity of the original material? Don't know her. Anime was just regular TV growing. Oh, dude. Oh, living in Asia. But ironically, now that I'm older, I don't think I've watched an anime in 5 or so years, other than a few movies. But I read a lot of manga and webcomics. Yeah, I how to put it? I put on a lot of anime whilst I'm working, which means I don't pay much attention. And I usually still just about get the gist, because I've just got just enough latent Japanese still in my system that I'll at least know vaguely what people are trying to do. So I just finished JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind, whilst I was working on some of these Tifas. But the end of Golden Wind is so contrived and weird. I had no idea what was happening whatsoever. Threw me out of it. But I really enjoy the process of reading manga. I love just like sticking on some tunes, having a cup of tea, and just burning through. And especially like I like to binge it and then leave a series for months and then binge it again. It's a completely different vibe, but I find it really satisfying just sitting there with the manga. Yeah. Definitely. Mikey advice Korg. Wait, which one's Korg again? Wait, is he the one? Is he the one in Get those turtles? Yeah, he's the little brain in the tummy, isn't he? Who's the tummy brain guy? I found most of my animes through totallylegitimate.com, totallylegitimate.torrent.org. Dragonlance. Wait, who did? Nothing like using LimeWire on the family laptop, risking it all for an episode of unsubbed Bible Black. Wow. In my day, it was Kazaa. I'd come home from school, I'd boot up Kazaa, and I'd try to download or whatever, seed a torrent, and it would be episode 7 of Naruto. It was like the first episode I watched. Just picked an anime at random. 120 megabyte, a Datenbayo unofficial subs episode of Naruto would be like 3 days worth of torrenting per episode after school. So I used to treat it like gold dust. And I remember the first time I ever saw Naruto, like, the only ninjas I knew about in anime were like Ninja Scroll. You know, kill yourself with a cause, everything's dark and miserable. Or ninja martial arts movies. So the idea of like turning on Naruto and watching these really colourful ninjas clone themselves and do these big attacks and have oversized shuriken, that blew my young mind. Oh. Loved it. I remember making a girl I liked at the time watch one of my torrented Naruto episodes around my house. Oh, no. Even getting her around my house was an absolute win. And I only managed to get her around my house as part of a group thing. And then just sat everyone down and made them watch Naruto. Oh. When I grew up, there were like 2 options for anime. at noon, one channel would air stuff like Pokemon and Dragon Ball. Then there'd be another channel that would do like Evangelion and Ghost in the Shell at midnight. Ooh, that's for the adults, that is. That's for the older gen. Who am I to disagree? I loved that the Ghost in the Shell standalone complex dealt with like relatively serious topics in terms of a world of transhumanism and human evolution, and like how the first season, spoiler alert, like really boiled down to the fact that people were going out of their way to make sure the nanomachine industry failed so that the cyber brain industry took off, and that they were hiding cases of cyber brain sclerosis, and like it was just government cover-ups for the sake of certain industries following certain technology. And it's just like, oh, that's actually fascinating. Has anybody read The Free Body Problem? Has anybody heard of a science fiction book called The Free Body Problem? Because there's a really interesting bit in that where they talk about the advancement of technology, and like, it's not just for technology, it's for technology plus whose pockets it's going to line. And so sometimes the wrong or less effective form of technology is the one that gets really popular. Just take a look at the electricity system in American wiring, because it's commercially more viable for the right people. And but like, humanity's actually in a technological race against aliens, and this stuff's really fucking important, so people have to get assassinated. It's so cool. Season 2 didn't have the same studio. Yeah, for One Punch Man, you're absolutely right. One Punch Man season 1 was like the perfect storm. It had the right people available in the right place and the right time. Is it Madhouse? Did Madhouse do season 1? Yo, Steampunk Witch Kalidra. I see you there, you gorgeous thing. Wie geht's du? Do people still like Mob Psycho? I've still not watched an episode of that. Is that... I'm assuming it's quite entertaining if it's the same dude. But, no, I've not seen it. Looking for something. Okay, that's probably enough, because again, the soft blending will bring the hair even darker. More than the 7 seas. Searching for something. Oh, we've got a bangers on tonight. Korg is the rock guy. Oh, yeah, Korg, you know, Has versus RPG plays Korg. So I don't know if you guys know Has versus RPG. He's a streamer who plays RPG games. Wow. But he also used to work in the video games industry. He really knows his stuff. But when he's not live streaming, he also produced 4 Love and Thunder and 4 Ragnarok. And he also plays Korg. The big rock guy. Oh, 1 minute, yeah. Oh, just a sec. Oh, just a sec, guys. I gotta go check on me dogs. Every Has stream. Oh, 1 sec, guys. Oh, I gotta check on me dogs again. Oh, I got a vegan pizza. It's vegan cheese. Perfect example. What's what Has? Did I just guest star Has on my stream? It's that new Twitch integration. I have like 400. I've got webcomics that I saved on the Webtoons app. And every couple of months I'll sit there and binge all of them. Ooh. I'm a little bit sick of trying to read manga on my phone. I'm not super into it. I like it, well, okay, I think this is my old man talking, but I like it a little bit bigger on my main monitor. But have you ever Fua? I don't know if you follow another art streamer called The One with Bear, but I remember talking to her about this ages ago, and we were talking about how like there's manga, there's manhwa, and then there's Cantonese martial arts comics, and Cantonese shonen kung fu comics are fucking mental. The artwork is so good, like it's overworked, but like the actual plots are always like actually insane. They're so fucking good. Mikey, don't worry. One Punch Man Season 3 studio is Mappa. I don't know, Valvenge. I've been hurt once. It'd be my fault if I got hurt again. Dragon Ball movies with Disturbed on the soundtrack. Oh, Neonato, you're going back now to the days of YouTube and the early AMVs. I remember very specifically Du hast from Rammstein. Du hast mich gefragt. With loads of violent anime from the 90s on top. And Wait and Bleed. Na 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 na. Anyway. Mikey, do you have any line art tips? Bo, lovely to see you, Bo. I've actually made a YouTube video specifically about line art and digital artwork. Go to youtube.com/mikeymegamega. Most handsome channel available. And I think it's one of my short tutorials, my quick guides. The answer, though, really boils down to you either learn to draw quick, fluid lines. Let me give you a new layer. Okay, that line's not perfectly where I want it. Control Z. Okay, I like it, but it's not perfect. Control Z. And you do this for a million years until you've got a line you like. What I do is I do it, and then if it's good enough, I'm so lazy, I will just warp it. There we go. Done. Next line. And I like to do it on a new layer. So especially when I'm doing hair and curving stuff, I will worry about getting a smooth line that's the right shape. And I won't worry about it being in the right place. Because I've done it on a fresh layer, I will then move it to where it needs to be, or warp it or nudge it, and then drop it flat. So you either do that, dude, or you do this. And you just learn to do this to bring up the line that you like in the way you like it. And then you go back, and then you just have to trim the edges of the line to make it smooth a little bit. And that's basically the two methods of doing line art. You either lay it down hard and confident, or you stroke it in. And it depends on you, and it depends on your partner. And I just say have a conversation first, and then have fun. Ghost in a Shell, I must watch it again. Steampunk Lidra, do you want to watch it with me? Come to England. I don't know if you have a partner. They're invited as well. I'm not a homewrecker. But if not, come to England. We'll crack open a... What do you people drink? Heineken. We'll crack open a Heineken or two. And we'll put on the Ghost in the Shell series. Not the new one. Oh, Jesus, I'm on a new layer. Oh, hey, Mamewa. Lovely to see you again, dude. Mamewa, thank you so much for hanging out the other day. So nice to see you again. Not gonna lie, I had a desktop clock from an anime running as a widget on my PC. And when it went to 0, it turned off my PC. What? Oh, you recommend Mob Psycho. It's a recommend. Okay, I'm pleased. Oh, an alien clip. Oh, I'm going to have to check that out later. I know what you're talking about. The Cantos is wild. Yeah. I don't really like Chinese manhwa. The plot tends to be all over the place. But the Cantonese... Yeah. Now, I'm not super tuned in to the subtle differences. But the Cantonese shit is wild. They used to have some in my library when I was a kid. Really super randomly. And, like... It had this thing where basically the second son of this prime martial arts fantasy... Sorry, let me try that again. The second son of this prime martial arts family is kidnapped by this evil villain who wants to learn their martial arts style because it's the strongest one. So he forces the son to write it down in a scroll. But because he doesn't know the techniques, what the son does to get out of trouble is he writes it backwards. So the guy commits the scroll to memory and learns the techniques, but he learns an inverted martial arts style where he runs around and spins on his head and stuff. And he's like this crazy bandit guy, but it also makes him super powerful. It's just he has loads of weaknesses, which the family of the first guy can use in their technique. And obviously it's so beautifully illustrated. It's just like, wow. I know you just hummed Slipknot, but I can't remember the song. Wait and Bleed, mate. Pure Wait and Bleed. Look, a little bit of Wait and Bleed dragged Woofy out of the shadows. Woofy, how you doing, you gorgeous egg? Every time I'm in a Mikey stream, I just smile. Are you remembering the good AMVs as well? Whiffy, you put a smile on everyone's face. How's life? I hope you're doing very well, whatever you're up to. I haven't been streaming in ages, Whiffy. I'm only just recently back, after a lovely break. It's lovely to see you. Heineken is great. Yeah, let's go. Kalitra, come on. Let's put our feet up. Just relax. We're mutuals. We're mutuals, Kalitra. You draw, I draw. Come on. No funny business. We can just hang out. If you say it too much, I'll visit you one day. Let's fucking go. You can't see California without Marlon Brando's eyes. You can't see California without Marlon Brando's eyes. Pichuga, help me understand that. I don't what are we talking about? That sounds like you're saying something really wise or referencing a movie or a film, and I've not caught it. Wait, that's a Slipknot lyric? Get out. I thought it was like a Jack Nicholson line from an old black and white movie. What's the old black and white movie where Jack Nicholson is a private investigator, but he ends up shot dead in a swimming pool, and the film starts with him dead in the swimming pool, and then it goes backwards? Is that Sunset Boulevard? Is that what Sunset Boulevard is? You. Tim Burton's Batman. No. There's a trilogy. 2 of them got made. There's like a detective trilogy of films, right? And two of them got made into serious detective movies back in the golden age of cinema. And the script for the 3rd one never got made into a film. And it is a detective movie about the guy investigating whose like brother died and he never found the murderer. And then he investigates something else that leads back to it. So this is a really old script that was floating around. And that script stayed floating around in Hollywood for years until it got converted into guess what film? They took an old proper detective procedural script from back in the days of the Jack Nicholson Sunset Boulevard trilogy, which never became a trilogy. And the 3rd one instead became Who Framed Roger Rabbit? There was an existing script and they just used that and added in like the fact that there's like half the world is cartoons. Bit of knowledge for you there. It's in the song Eyeless. Oh, lovely. Lovely songs from Slipknot. My favourite Jack Nicholson films are Batman and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Okay, don't hate me, even though I know most of what goes on. I've never watched One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I'll tell you why. The actress who's the horrible person in that film, she's also a horrible person in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. She passed away recently, God bless her soul. The actress is great, but she plays a character called Kai Wynn. And Kai Wynn is a fucking bitch. She is one of the best bad guys on television. I can't fucking stand her. To the point that if I see her in my Twitter timeline, it spoils my day. No wonder I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, it had a really serious script. As for Tim Burton's Batman, that is a brilliant movie. Fantastic soundtrack. I am still building. In fact, can you see... Yo, hello. Hello? Can you see that black box just there? It's out of focus. That is the 1989 Tim Burton limited edition Lego Batmobile. We're still working on it. I've actually got it over here. It's almost done. And then we've got the limited edition Christopher Nolan one to do next. I've only been working on it for about 3 years. Lego's really long. Lego is really long. I'm not kidding. It's longer than you think. Yo. Ivan understands. Ivan's just like, yeah, mate, Lego takes ages. Lego's nowhere near as casual as I thought it was. Batman throws a dude down the sewers with a bomb. 100%. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. People, so there's some Batman arcs in the comics where he very specifically does not kill. But people really got that ingrained thanks to the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. So when Batman started murdering again in the later ones, everyone's like, Batman does not kill. And it's just like, I don't know what to tell you, mate. It's one of those things where history is always written by the winners. Wow, according to this history book, the good guys won every time. What are the chances? Where it's just like, sure, if Batman says he doesn't kill as long as you haven't noticed what he gets up to. Popular Batman apologists. All I need to do is get these flats. I'm trying to make sure that, because I've got a really simple process with the flats, we get a lot done very quickly. But I end up talking to you guys. And you lot are somewhat distracting. Which is rude, so... Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Fucking Kai win! Yeah, Spirit, don't even get me started. We can't continue to talk about her because I hate her with a venom. Kitty Witch Art, thank you very much for the 13 months of Prime. Unlucky for some, but for you and me, that's some magic number. Thank you very much, Kitty. I made it! I missed you! Oh, I missed you too, bro! How you doing, by the way? I missed your stuff. No, bless your sweetheart, Kitty. How's life treating you? What are you up to these days? Is she the blonde actress from the 2009 Star Trek film with Chris Pines? No. That character is Kirk's wife in the original Star Trek motion picture films. Not his wife, his girlfriend. The mother of his son. I forget the character's name. I want to say Carol Is it Dr. Carol Marcus? Is that the character you're thinking of? Also, she said don't look when she was changing into her hot knickers. And then Kirk still had a look over his shoulder. I'm not sure if that's a very good sign these days. He'd get cancelled on Twitter if he did that. She's literally like, don't look whilst I get changed. And he's like, one for the boys, gonna have a little gander. He has a little look. It's not very gentlemanly. You're doing a not safe for work commission. Wow. I'd show it, but I've got to keep it safe. Yeah, sorry, you can't share any not safe for work links. We have not safe for work conversations, but we can't drop any links. Well, how does it feel? Is it exciting or do you feel dirty? I did a proper, so my not safe for work stuff is like the Patreon version of not safe for work, which is sometimes I draw nipples, but no biggie. But I did my first actual hardcore fucking panel. Excuse my well, that sounded really nasty when I said that. I did my first hardcore sex scene panel a while ago, an Ashley Leon thing. And I remember thinking, I was like, look at me drawing a massive ding dong. I was sitting there. I hadn't, like, obviously I've got like reference folders and sketches and stuff, but I hadn't sat down and drawn a massive willy since I was like a kid in school drawing ding dongs in the back of my friend's sketchbook so that he got in trouble. First massive dong I'd done in ages, like properly seriously. And I was like, hey, look at me, man. Look at me being a little hardcore artist. Takes me back, that does. I really want to reference last night again. No, we're not talking about that. Don't make me delete the VOD. I will delete it. I'm going to record that VOD and save it with only the art section. All the talking whilst playing Tekken is going to go. That's going to get lost to time. Cumulo Lipo, how you doing, man? It's nice to see you again. Welcome back. Why didn't you draw a modest ding dong? Oh, because... Now, just a quick heads up. Ashley is an adult. We double-checked her age a long time ago. But I made Leon have, like, a massive one. Because he, like, the whole point is he slams Ashley a little bit too aggressively. And so she's like, Leon, calm down. Plot. Awesome moods. Lovely to see you. No, it has been a little bit of a while now. Number one, thank you very much for the 43 months. That is insane, and I love you. Number two, yeah, I had a week off. Had a cheeky week off the platform. Recharged my batteries. Unfortunately, it happened right in the middle of playing Resident Evil 4, so we haven't completed it yet. We might play some tonight. But it meant that I came back fresh, so I drew a whole load of Tifas off the back of that, and I'm feeling pumped to create and do stuff. How the devil have you been? Welcome back. Lovely to see you. Oh, is that just line art, Smudge? First Macedonian on Nature? Yeah. I was just diving in. I was like, yo, let's go. I was like, how do I feel about this? Do I feel like I've broken like an otherwise line that I don't cross? Do I feel a bit dirtier and naughtier as an artist? But I was just like, no. I probably had like some hardcore content on the horizon for ages, and I'd never gotten around to doing it. So I was always happy to say that I'm a 100% safe for work artist. But now that I'm doing some actual naughtier stuff, it's like, okay. But genuinely, I gave it some very serious thought. Because despite how I sound when I'm live with you guys, I do very much place a lot of worth in family safe content, in that a lot of people who don't know about drawing anime, who are kind of new to it, like I've heard this from my real life mates, can kind of regard it all as a bit boil in the bag perversion. And some people, like less now, but especially back in the day. So a lot of people can be a bit hesitant, and it's like, no, don't worry about that. Sure, there's loads of naughty stuff, but like there's really good anime out there. You're missing out on a whole genre. So when it came to like how to draw tutorials, I kind of needed but when it came to how to draw tutorials, I kind of still tried to be conscious of having my name associated with mostly safe for work content. I don't mind that all my drawings are spicy and a little bit risky, but other than that, it's technically safe for work. All my public works, no nipples, because I want everyone to be able to draw and I want it to be accessible. And I don't want to prematurely put people off by like, oh, this guy's doing a how to draw thing. I might give drawing a go. Oh, it's all tits and ass. No, I won't bother. I'll just go and like play video games. So I did give it a bit of serious thought. But no, it turns out that I've got a filthy brain, and actually there's some really naughty scenes that I wanted to render. So she's like 20 or something, Your Honor. Awesome mood. You're getting, we're getting closer all the time. Good to see you back, sir. Welcome back yourself. Doing well, thank you. I've just started Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, yo, Cumulo Lipo, are you doing that to fall in line with the DLC? Dude, I'm going to be doing that as well. We are going to be replaying Cyberpunk this year to absolutely get that extra content. And because of, dude, what do you think of the game so far? Because I've already played it once. This time we're going to play it with loads of mods. I want really cool mods. I want flying cars, really awesome graphics, extra characters. We're going to completely dive in. Yeah, I forgot. I'm looking forward to that. Good night. Kalidra, have a wonderful evening. Look after yourself. As soon as I saw a motorcycle that looks like it's inspired by a Canada's bike from Akira. Yeah, that's one of the fastest bikes in the game. I went round. Okay, so Cumulo, what are you playing on? PC by any chance? Make sure you've got a controller plugged in. Or driving a car with your keyboard in that game is a nightmare. I always switch over to controller whenever I get in a car or get on a bike. So good. Flipping mask. Excuse me. Still got a little bit of a tickle. I can have I've got a soother over here. All soother. Allow me to have a little cough mint. Mint? It's honey. Black Lion. Hey, welcome back, man. Yeah. I'm back from a little bit of time off, mate. We've still got to continue playing Resident Evil 4, and we're doing some multiverse Tifas. Yeah, vibing. Got a little game plan for the week. You were beanie stretched by ads. Oh, I've been doing it now. We talked about this. I've stretched all my beanies out now. They feel much better. I stretched them over the back of a chair. Oh yeah, we weren't talking about anything amazing. I was just saying hello to you, dude. I was just saying hello. It's been a long time. Bit much in it. You need a dance emote. Yeah, we do actually, Momo. Well, that's a good shout. We have so many bangers on the stream. Mamewa, get in my slide into my DMs. I just need a 5-second clip of you giving it some real boogie. Really just get those hips swinging from side to side. I'll turn it into a GIF. I'll put a little emote over your face. You're not really a cam streamer anymore, are you? You're more of a art-focused person. So I'll... She's ready to roll them dice. Characters with hands are awful. You just have to hope for the best. Stick some fingers on it and pray. Do you find people prefer art streams of cam? This might sound a bit negative, Fua. I don't care, so I'd never checked. I'll tell you what I prefer. Like, again, I'm a bit like you, Fua. I don't have a schedule. I stream only when I want to. So usually if I'm in the mood to stream, I'm streaming because I want to do it and I want to chat with you guys. So, you know, I'll have a shower and I'll put on a cam. Sometimes I have a lot of work to do and I'm not as much in the mood to stream, but I still want to pop on live. And then I'll stream without a cam. If I stream without a cam, the quality of my artwork and the quality of my exploration in my artwork goes up ever so slightly. Obviously, your best art is always done offline, never when you're distracted. But without a cam, completely takes the pressure off me, and I just can zone out or talk to chat as I see fit. So I love streaming without a cam. But whether or not other people find that popular, that's their problem, not mine. I won't give that a moment's thought, because that's not how I do it. Not how I do Twitch. What about you, Fua? You used to be a cam... you used to be a cam girl. Fua, you used to use a face cam as well back in the day, didn't you? I'm fine with an emoji face. Yeah, Mamewa, we'll stick an emoji face on you, but I want your swinging hips, if possible. Only if you feel safe. And we'll get dancing. People do prefer cam. People lose viewers when the cam is off. Like when I'm so like at the end of a stream, if I'm just like, hey, let's find somebody we've never spoken to before and raid like a random art streamer. When I'm scrolling down, I'm still very much looking for somebody with a cam. No doubt. Is all of this, I think, wait a minute, am I just gonna... Oh wait, fuck. Fu is a VTuber. Fu are VTubes now, I forgot. You got that black and white, that really cool, scratchy animated, yeah, I remember. That's my reason. I get so distracted whilst talking with the cam. Because I feel like I can't just look down and talk. Because then what's the point of... Yeah, I'm a bit... I'm like, if I'm not looking into the camera, I'm looking at OBS to make sure I'm looking at the camera. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bugger. So that's why I've prepped all these Tifas. I've done all the sketching ideas, all the line art, and all the colour flats. I'm doing offline, and the only bit I'm streaming is the bit when we're actually doing a bit of colouring and rendering. Because I've done all the hard thinking. But, like, I came to this realisation a while ago. It's like, if I want to do art that, like, captivates that juicy feeling for me, all the sketching and idea stage I have to do for myself personally. Because then I'm confident enough to explore and try stuff without worrying about streaming. But I will never explore or have an idea as effective from the initial stage if I'm live and versus if I'm off. I've literally done, like, A/B testing and remade a picture before. And the composition was just miles different. But I don't know if you guys are anything like me. I don't know if this is for people who like art or if it's just an artist thing. For me personally, the most fascinating part of watching someone else's art process is the initial sketch phase. Like seeing how they initially build up an idea and how they build from that idea into getting towards something polished. That's the bit that has my full attention. But it's also the one bit that's like, if I stream that, I won't do art if it's worth it. Getting in the zone and being head down just feels awkward. Having people staring at you. Oh, I don't mind people staring at me. Man, I've like the shit that I've done on various webcam websites when I was a bit younger and fitter. Like, I'm not really shy about it. But in terms of like actually happily getting lost in my artwork, if I'm not on webcam, even if I'm live and I'm just on voice only, I will still be able to get lost in my work so much more, without a doubt. You've commissioned a frog VTuber model. You're excited for it. Yo, Fua, you're very on brand. Are you the one who's got a like? Obviously, I know about your merch, but I think was it you who posted about these cute little frog purses? I don't need a purse, but I was like, that's a pretty good purse with the little drawstring tops. Do Cammy from Street Fighter 6. The pose the world can't get enough of. Oh, is it this one, right? We do need to do some Cammy. But I might do a set of 3. Older look Cammy, newer look Cammy, and then I'll design my own outfit. Yeah, underwear Cammy. You have to do your artwork in sets of 3, remember? So that they all line up on Instagram. Okay, I've actually gotten confused as to the direction of the light, so... I retweeted it, but you didn't make the original post. Yeah. I feel like you had. It wasn't you that made it, but I was like, yeah. Anyway, long story short, yeah. They're quite cute. Oh, Fua, this might be really old news. Just out of pure curiosity, you took a drawing classes again at some point last year, right? And I vaguely think you were saying it was like a Chinese class, Chinese language. But how do you find that for your effectiveness? Because I kind of loosely get the, and I don't know your story, mate, so tell me if I'm wrong, but I kind of loosely get the feeling that you're a little bit self-taught like I am, but you are slightly more focused than I am, and you kind of try to take classes to attack your weak points. How do you find that? Do you find it's actually really effective and worth your time and money? Because I'm always in my head kind of flirting with the idea of like, I could do with a little bit of schooling on a few things. Also, Mamewa, what are you working on these days? I know you said yesterday you had your big break, but you have to remind me what you're actually making now. Yo, Steed out. How you doing, bruv? Nice to see you. We're trying to see how quickly I can do the basic flats and render on our current Tifa variant, in the hopes that if I'm quick enough, I'll get I'll get to play some video games. We'll start playing Resident Evil 4 later, if we're good. Also, although it's a little bit brownish leather, Tifa's vibe here is also much darker. I've got the same colour flats on all the different Tifas, but all of their builds have slightly different textures, materials, and looks. So I don't want to nudge it too much, but a little bit of nudging. Wow, White's Seven Nation Army. We've just gone from pure classics and pure old school, and now we've just jumped all the way up to the early 2000s. That's interesting. Were you playing Tekken on the PS5 the other day? Steedat. No, I was playing it live on Steam. I played the PC port. Living over Yoshimitsu dreams. I get some big kicks out of Ling Xiaoyu and her ground techniques. We're playing lots of Tekken 7 online. You can join for weeks. mikeymegamega, add me on Steam. Ah, yeah, that was a GYXN class. It was interesting. It was specifically for a more anime style class, and I was always wanting to lean more towards semi-realism because I started art as an oil paint. Oh, did you, Fuwa? Oh, hey, that's fascinating. So class really helped me figure out what the Chinese industry artists are doing when they actually do work for like gacha games and stuff. Yo. In general, though I think the most helpful classes I took were from Underpaint Academy. Owned by Devin Corwin, they teach super solid foundations, but from a more technical point of view. I'd highly recommend Devin Corwin's classes about value or colour. Fua, you handsome bean, I'm going to give you the highest honour out of the medium levels of honour that I give people, which is I'm going to copy what you've said and I'm going to paste it into a notepad file. That's the highest medium honour you can get when you comment in my chat. Yo, cheers. I'll come back to that. The Chinese style of teaching is more copying techniques to make things that look good, whereas the Western type of teaching is more focused on foundations and the more technical aspects of studying art. I completely get what you're saying, and I swear that I can see that in people's methods. Yeah, Fua. Like, for me, my art progress is mostly, instead of me getting better at art, I'm just as equally frustrated as ever before, except I've started to get really, really good at recognizing other people's techniques. I can barely emulate them. It doesn't make me any better, but I actually like can separate out people's completely different vibes when they're working on their own stuff. No, Fua, I fully asked you the question. So I appreciate your typing. For once, it's not all about you. Normally, Fua comes into chat and she's like, let's talk about me some more. But this time was 100% good knowledge. 20 years ago? No, okay, Mamewa, look, we've just been talking about this earlier. If you're near my age and you have a kid that's now an adult, I don't want to fucking hear about it. And if I say that I remember something or talk about something that's like from a short while ago, and it turns out to be 20 years ago, all you had to do, Mamewa, was just not type that. You don't have to bring that energy into my chat. I don't like it. I don't want it. You're like that guy who did that big Twitter post about happy, what was it, like happy 23rd anniversary to Final Fantasy VIII. And it's just like, okay, number one, fuck off. Number two, there's no way that Final Fantasy VIII is 23 years old. Because if it is, then that would make me very old. And number three, fuck off. Dickhead. That is bad energy. That is bad. I'd rather you guys came in and just trauma dumped. If you had to pick one. If your choice is to either tell me how the death of your grandma tore your family apart and made your dog ill, versus a game that I like to talk about turns out to be 20 years old, just trauma dump. Just, I'll take the big T. It's easier for me personally. Same spirit. Sing about how you got stomped. Ayatollah, I won a number of those matches, thank you very much. Especially when people bet and I decided to try hard. Sing with me, sing for the Tekken, gonna play as Whitney. I did very well. Bear in mind, Ayatollah's been playing Tekken for years. He plays up-to-date video games. And I only got Tekken because he was mentioning it. So I was completely new. Get your context. Get your context. Yeah, I think you should try the spectator level classes that Underpaint Academy offers. Do you reckon I'm a spectator kind of guy? I think it helped me eliminate a ton of guesswork. It's cheaper. And you don't have to submit homework if you don't want to. It's really casual. Oh, I love casual stuff. No, Mamewa, you're not old as well. We're both young, Mamewa. You need to change your attitudes, okay? Mamewa's looking for all the clouds instead of all the silver linings. You're not also old like me, Mamewa. I'm also young like you, okay? Change what you're saying, don't change what you said. Wake up the dying, don't wake up the dead. Does nobody listen to the eels? We've got a lot of attitudes that need fixing in chat. Sometimes I'm wondering if you people have, like, father figures in your life, or if I'm just here doing everybody's work. Hey, Kid Ludens, how you doing, bro? The man's middle names are projecting and insecure. Mikey made me lose PD points. I made Psycho lose 2,000 points, apparently, when I lost a match. I felt guilty for that one, because Psycho's like a really sweet egg and a really supportive human. This is either the oldest you've ever been or the youngest you'll ever be. Fucking hell. Do you guys remember when, oh god, what's his name? Scott something. Do you know the guy who was on all the YouTube adverts? Do you want to learn to make amazing art that will impress all of your friends? Hi, I'm Scott Atkins. Follow my Udemy course. Do you remember when I bitched about it on Twitter, and then it turned out he was a really friendly guy, and he started DMing me? 249 points got lost. Yo, yeah. Ayatollah, now I know that you did it out of love, but you bet big that I was going to lose that fight. And the power of spite made me focus so hard and beat that boss. Just to fuck you. And I appreciate your sacrifice, mate. Dark palm tree. This is for you, bro. Scott Harris, yeah, that's the one. So I made it clear that I had nothing against Scott Harris, but I was sick of seeing that advert. So when you say stuff on Twitter, I forget that sometimes people on Twitter will see it. So then he was all up in my DMs. He was a super nice guy, and he gave me a code to check out his course for free. I never fucking used it. I wonder if it still works. But it was really nice. He was like, yeah, here you go, have a look at this. Yeah, so Scott Harris, as much as I love bitching about the Scott Harris... By the way, those Scott Harris adverts, they're the reason I ended up getting premium. Because I was like, I'm sick of this. Once you get YouTube Premium, you can't go back. The ads are too obnoxious. But he was the one that made me do it. But then it turned out, yeah, it turned out he's down for a good laugh and a joke, and he took it on the chin. And he was really friendly. So I'm like, we are a pro Scott Harris family. Scott's great. Just sick of the advert. Remember, if I very confidently bitch about somebody, the chances are I quite like them and I just enjoy bitching. I'm actually not that mean about people I don't know. I'm only mean about the people I do know and I like, because then it's fun. Oh, he gave me a free code. What a nice guy. Yeah, that's all it takes. They got you in the end. Yeah, they got me. I got harassed. I got harassed. Mikey's mad ravings. Oh god, what is this? No. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. You need to let go of the past, man. We've talked about this. There's nobody I like less than people who remember things. This is not a remember positive environment. Sometimes people say things and then it disappears into the ether. But if you start clipping stuff, then you gotta go. That was supposed to time you out. I think it's. I guess it's because it's a Twitch link. But yeah, that should have. They shouldn't have let you post that. I wonder why. Oh well. Mm, 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 mm. Kid Ludens, I liked it. I gave it a little like on Twitter. It was very good, and I want I want that Tifa's good. So if I fight you, Kid Ludens, can I see what you see, or is it like is it an official in-game mod, or is it like some kind of illegal one where it only shows up on your unofficial, where it only shows up on your computer? I remember Mikey said he's going to draw the Bleach Girls. We are. The 10,000 year war arc is currently on. Is it Netflix or is it on Disney? Anyway, wherever it is, I've got it, and I'm enjoying it immensely. And yeah, a lot more drawing of Wait, who do I like? Orihime is always a bit too obvious for me. I like Halle Bell. Am I saying this correctly? There's Halle Bell. Who's got the green hair that I like? And Yoruichi. They're my three ladies. Now I know that is it Rangiku's really popular, but we have to do sets of three. Masiru, Nell, yeah, Nelliel. Cheers, lazy. In Street Fighter, only you can see your mods, but I don't know about Tekken. I guess we'll have to find out. Combat time. Rangiku, Nell, Yoruichi. Yeah, Naru, they're my boys. But there's loads of really cool characters in there, especially if you just want to draw busty ladies. There's quite a selection. But is there enough for 6? Have I missed the reds? Okay, I haven't done the red layer or the grey layer. I'm sort of zoning in and out of work right now, but we'll get it. My base red is so desaturated, it's almost not suitable. I might just go back and put like a color layer on each of them. But until I do, we'll throw our shadows somewhere like this. Guys, quick confession. I've said this before, but let me moan about it again. As really good as JoJo's is, I can't sit for an entire season. It bores the fucking hell out of me. Like, it's really, really awesome for ages, and then at some point you get over a particular moment in the story arc, and then a whole new set of the same fucking arseholes turn up with another weird stand ability, and you're kind of just like, I need a bit of a break from this monotonous recourse. And then if you zone out too much, by the very end of it, you're just like, I'm not even paying attention to this super weird boss fight. So I need to rewatch the end of Golden Wind because I kind of started zoning out and I have no idea what happened in that ending fight. It was so weird. which is, you know, part of the course, obviously, for JoJo's. So I need to start watching the next one, season 6 and or 5, which is apparently really, really, really good. But I don't know if I have it in me right now. Oh, Naru, what are you vibing? Final Fantasy Cherry Bomb. Yo! Aerith with Moogles! There's Moogles in Final Fantasy 6 as well. And Tifa with her leg up. Ah! Naru Michael, normally you just spam me on the internet and I just ignore you. But these are really good. These are great, these are great. Yo, fuck, good work, bro. I recommend watching it with a friend. It made the experience more enjoyable. Oh, I'm a bit of a shut-in. I don't have many mates. I remember years and years and years ago, a girl I was seeing at the time, we were both, like, into The Walking Dead. So whenever she came around, we'd put on, like, our Netflix and chill, which we'd put on we'd start putting on The Walking Dead, and then, you know, we'd start getting busy, but, like, at some point, we'd have to, like, I'd be in the middle of doing something, and then there'd just be the sound of, like, a gory zombie tearing somebody apart in the background. We'd always be like, I'm gonna just put some music on, yeah? Ah, good times. I'm carbon dating the last time I got laid. Season 1, The Walking Dead, when was that? Amidu Tifa. Wait, what's Amidu Tifa? Season 1 Walking Dead 40 years ago. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. 40 good years they were. Oh, Amiru is a streamer. Oh, yo. At least it's not. No. Umawari Kawari, don't come doing your first time chat with that kind of attitude. We've talked about this. Don't make that your energy in my stream, man. No, 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 no. Final Fantasy VIII came out a while ago. And it was a very popular game, and I remember enjoying it. Don't... No, 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 no. Don't forget the Final Fantasy Marathon. But I always talk about, but never do. Coming soon. Right. Silvers and greys. Oh dear. Should we clip that, mate? Yeah. Little clipping mask. Sorry about that one. Yeah, I'll let you off. I'll let you off. Soon equals never. Look, we're getting stuff done now. I'm actually working on the Tifa multiverse project that I talked about 5 years ago. Now we're actually slowly beginning it. This is like the prep model stuff. We're making leaps and bounds of progress. I'm like a changed man. Are all these weird greys? What layer is this on? Oh, it's this. How is that grey part on this layer? Why have I done it on this layer? I must have taken like a lazy shortcut somewhere that's... Can I change my tolerance? Why is my lasso wand not more intolerant about this grey? Really be putting out some more how-to videos on YouTube. Kitty Dipper, hey. Yeah, there'll be some more how to draw tutorials a little bit later this year. I've got a whole list of them actually that need to be done. I'm just working on some other projects, but yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Mikey, it was 5 years ago, 2 years ago. Can you fuck off, please? We'll start playing The Witcher 3 soon and do the Batmobile. You got look. We're starting to get some stuff done, and a lot of you guys are still holding on to some very old, very negative energy. We're getting there. We are getting there. We're getting there. We get stuff done. The Witcher free and Zelda fun. We're making some gunpla. And we're doing what I thought of ya. Shamon, we're doing. Shamon, we're finally construing. You gotta let go of that bad energy, mate. Let go of it. Let go of it. We're actually achieving now. I'm more focused than ever before. Oh, this grey layer is the separate one. Got it. I'm doing it. Really doing it. A little later this year, I've got a few projects first. It looks like we get to look forward to those tutorials in 2025. Look, I'll do the tutorials after I've sorted out my garden. And I do that after I've sorted out the wallpaper next door. And I do that after I've caught up on Patreon. We've just got a few steps to take. Go on now. We've still got to do a draw of Mikey 150 live. All those tablets I've got for the tablet giveaway are like 4 years out of date now. We're so close. Careful. Yo, semicolon. How you doing, dude? Semicolon comes in with a colon username whilst we get a fart sound effect. Parfait. Yeah, welcome in. We are doing multiverse Tifas. The theme being, for your sweet self and anybody else who's recently popped in, is we have variant Tifas from various universes. Universi, Mikey, the plural. Can I make this a little bit bigger? Oh my god. Image viewer. Here we go. So we've got loads of different multiverse Tifas with loads of different backgrounds or plots or ideas. MILF, OG, Remake, Glasses, Beefer, and Adult Worker. And we're rendering each of them up to a relatively simple render, but then we can put them all together in a background and stuff. Move them around. So yeah, we're just vibing and chilling, and then Resident Evil 4 later. How the devil are you? I used my Wacom Graphire for like 20 years. Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. Hey, Adept. How you doing, bro? Adept, Tekken tomorrow, maybe. Tonight's Resident Evil 4. I know what you're like. I can hear you chomping at the controller. Oh, Kitty, they've helped you, have they? Oh, I'm really pleased to hear that. That's always nice to hear. It was bad. Okay, we've kept it relatively simple. I think that's all of it. Okay. Right, so what we do is we turn this off, and then we save a quick flat. And then we can do our little soft blends, change our brush. Can't get lit. Looks like fun. Yeah, it's keeping me happy, thanks. You got a Wacom Graphire back when you had Manga Studio. Yo. The original clip crew. One of the things that I wanted to actually use Clip Studio for was making doujins. But when I was experimenting doing that Ashley Leon one-page thing, I was like, I just can't be fucked to learn a new software. So I ended up getting all of the blending work that I'd done in just values, and then importing it into a new Photoshop file, turning that into a grayscale file. And then once it's a grayscale file, you can then turn it into a halftone bitmap. So I just did that, and then I imported it back in, and then just put the clean line art on top of it, and it kind of just did the trick. No, I didn't use it. I was going to, but I still haven't done it. Clip Studio Paint sent me their download code for Clip Studio Paint XL or whatever years ago. Mate, if you send me a code for something, I will never get around to actually buying the product. I'm really bad with codes. I love being sent stuff. I like being involved. But I never use it. I gave up on the Wacom life. I'm an iPad artist now. Ah. Yustaton, have you do you follow a streamer called It's Haley's? She's a big iPad character artist. She does loads of D&D commissions and stuff. The iPad, like I think I'm talking about Procreate. Procreate lets you just pull a whole range of textures out your ass. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am very, very jealous of the ability to just make textures work in that Procreate. Over here, we have to import stuff and then work out what kind of layer property you want to put it on, and then we have to blur it out and stuff. Ugh. Don't know, you're born, you people. Why do we even use Photoshop? Conditioning. Okay, now we're going to get some little warmer vibe. Nice bit of satch, nice bit of warm. Bring it a little closer to the reds. Zoom in, soft brush. 50% opacity. 52. There we go. Story of my life. Oh, you're mostly Clip as well, Adept? Yeah, I respect Clip. I used Photoshop because it was free. I started on GIMP. Currently trying out Clip Studio. How do you find it so far? Like other than a few exceptions, most of the people I know who've like gone over to Clip have usually stayed there. Ooh. Multiply. Let's turn off shape dynamics. I forget that shape dynamics thing every time. Still prefer Photoshop, yeah? It's consistent and an industry standard. So my question for myself is, I like that Photoshop's an industry standard, sure, but I'm not an industry artist, so why do I care? I use Photoshop because I learned Photoshop and I'm sticking with it. And it is one of the biggest ones out there, so there's very little encouragement for me to experiment outside of it, especially seeing as I'm already paying for it. Other than the fact that Clip Studio Paint is really good with manga tones and screen tones, where Photoshop isn't. That's the main draw for me personally. Hello, welcome. The brush engine is better. Tejas, how you doing, dude? I'm learning Procreate. Finding the right brush is one of the hardest things. Oh, you want to do World of Warcraft style artwork? Who's that again? That's not Bethesda, is it? The people who make World of Warcraft are the same people who make Hearthstone, right? Isn't that where wait, doesn't Dave Greco work there now? Blizzard. Thank you very much. I'm so sorry, I forgot the word Blizzard. Yeah, Dave Greco works at Blizzard now, doesn't he? He got his dream job, and we never saw him. We never saw him again. No, he's still out there. We love Dave. But dude, look up on ArtStation Dave Greco or Dave Greco Art, because he's lead on some of the projects. He's fantastic illustrator. Rudimentary vector layers, don't know her. Vectors? Who do I look like? Young Khan? Vector art? Wrong live stream, mate. Wrong live stream. Vector. Mate, go conquer somewhere else, mate. Pulling out a big V in my live stream like I care. Vector. Oh, you've heard of him? Ah, great. I'm just reading your Photoshop versus other things comments. Let's make our sweet little way on a wonderful Tifa Lockhart. There we go. Burns, burns. S&M. Bloody hell. S and fucking M. How are you? What have you been up to? What's life happening to you at the moment? Tell me all about it. Catch me up your entire life in a very short amount of time. Go. Nice to see you, dude. Burns, burns. I was telling people you died. I was giving you the Sage In treatment. S and fucking M. Life, I'm short, I'm Pisces, I play World of Warcraft. I'm not dead! You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. I better have a good funeral, Mikey. Yeah, I'm going to play the kazoo at your funeral. It's going to be really emotive. I'm going to play the kazoo and burn it out whilst crying at the same time. I'll play this one. Listen, Eminem. She is dead. She died. She is dead. She is S&M. Boo-hoo. It's going to be amazing. Oh, we didn't have any reverb. You didn't get the good stuff. Close enough. Hire me for your funerals. Mate, I will make your funeral pop. Hey, is that famous, talented, handsome young YouTuber, mikeymegamega, at this person's funeral? I didn't even know he knew him. Wow, he will not stop crying. He is really upset. He's actually interrupting everybody who's trying to say their piece. Is he trying to climb on the coffin? Mate, hire your boy. Hire me, hire me. Hire me for your funeral. He's lying. He'll just shove you in a ditch. Save money on coffins. I buried him raw. Short ditch. I'm 5'2". Because I'm a short guy, I love even shorter girls. I love throwing them around a bedroom. Almost choked on my drink. Niet Zane. Look, Niet Zane's trying to get a shortcut to get me to his funeral. No, Niet Zane, you have to die of natural causes. You can't just choke yourself straight into renting me out. I don't do suicides. I'm so sorry. I don't want to encourage you to self-harm just to get me to come visit. Boing like a bouncy ball. I have to be careful, S&M. I love saying dirty things. Because you're like an old schooler, I feel like I can say slightly ruder things to you than I would to a random. But equally, I have to remind myself that I haven't seen you for ages and I don't know you too well, and you might not appreciate it. So I'm always just like, I'm going to say a thing, and then I'm just like, no, I've learnt my lesson. I have to sometimes shut up. But yeah, people like you, S&M, I do shit to. You know what I'm saying? You'd get it. Okay, 2 of the chunks done so far. It always gets a bit dirtier when I do the white of the shirt, but I kind of soft blend it back in later. So let's dive over here. Go ever so slightly blue, a little bit hint of blue. Actually, I'm going to keep her top warm. Let's stay in the reds. Official King Willie, how you doing, man? Yeah. We're doing lots of Tifas. That's the whole point. It's multiverse Tifas. But I've also done Tifa before. But she ended up a bit Latin. And that was the birth of La Tifa. Oh, shit, one sec. I'm up for the crack. Oh, thank God. Oh, okay. It's one of those things where, like, I do take a weird pleasure out of being annoying. I don't mind being annoying. I quite like it. But at the same time, I'm terrified of being a nuisance without being aware of it. Does that make sense? Wait, is it? Select inverse. Shit. Wrong brush. Go away. Retired king. Oh yeah, you don't have king in your name anymore. Yeah. I'm so sorry. You know how I can't let go. I'm like one of those dogs where it's used to getting a walk at 6 in the morning, but it doesn't know about daylight savings. So it just waits by the front door for ages. You can change your username, but like, it's going to take a little longer for me to catch up. I'm so sorry. He had a baby. Oh, King Willie, you're dead now. Premeditated annoying, but not... Yeah. Annoying on purpose is fine. That's how I enjoy my life. But, like, the idea of, like, missing out on a social cue or awkwardly still being somewhere where I should have left terrifies me. Awesome stuff. Oh, thank you very much, dude. What are you up to? You still cosplaying? Casually. Are you okay? You did not upload since 9 months of video. Beast of Prey, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. How are you? Beast of Prey, I will be uploading more videos, but I have more than one YouTube channel, and I'm currently uploading on another YouTube channel called Filmcram. But there's only so many hours in a day, it keeps me very busy. But no, I'm okay. Bless your heart, man. I'm good. How's life? Tits are tear-shaped and not circles. Ah, but the arm is underneath the tits, Pomodan, thus lifting them up, buoying the energy of the boob. Come on now. There's a little bit of squish and squeeze here. Don't be so limited in your tit perception. Mate, you need to open up your mind. I've not been dressing up at all. I've just been playing World of Warcraft. Still they look odd. Which bit do you reckon? Like, overall? Alright, one sec. Actually, let's just put a flat layer quickly. This one. So both of these would naturally hang, right, on this shape. I'm halfway between arguing my version of the boobs versus actually investigating if you've got a point. Now, this arm across is pushing both of these bad boys up. And this arm and hand combination, arm and hammer, is pushing this bad boy in, right? So we're squeezing up on this side. And that's what's pushing this boob up and over into this line here, right? And because the arm's pushing up against this bit here, it means this bit's flattening. And then we're bobbling out up, because it's kind of like all that juicy boobs escaping up out that way where there's no resistance. Maybe this crosshair is a little bit unuseful. Am I doing that wrong? Oh, Drury, hey, thank you very much for saying, dudes. YouTube channel's a goldmine. Oh, cheers, bruv. The right one will need some more shadow. I think I need to describe it better, yeah, with the shadows. Tifa is 20 years old. Makes me 20 years old since I was a kid. The right one. This one. I think the right one needs more shadow or something on the top part. Do you think, wait, one sec. Do you think the tops aren't helping? It's like confusing what you're seeing. Okay, let's have a fiddle. All right. Maybe I could, do you know what? I could probably get away with liquefying it later on in the process. Maybe a little bit liquefied once I've flattened all the layers would reshape the boobs. When I work on a black layer, hopefully that'll help add to the shape. We'll see how we go. Yeah, give it a minute, give it a minute. Let's work on some other layers and we'll see how you feel. Boobs are malleable, they are indeed. 1987. That can't be right, because then Final Fantasy VII was first released in 1997. So that would make Tifa 10 years old. I can't, wait, am I going crazy? That can't be right. Yeah, that's not right. That official age cannot be canonical. Because otherwise she was 10. Ah, but when is the game set? Hmm. When is the game set? There's no calendars. There's no calendars because when Sephiroth in the original game is reading all of Professor Gast's notes in the Nibelheim mansion, he specifically says year X, day X, month X. They never hit you with a hard year. There's no hard date range. They just say X instead. Cheers. Anyway, what were we doing before I was so rudely interrupted? Actually, yeah, let's go on to the blacks now. The point is, during the time period, she's 20. You sound like me when I'm going to have to go in front of a court of law. Your Honor, in the time period that she was set in, she's 20. That's right, I'm not judging, don't worry. You do you, you do you. Let me look this up. 1987, May 3rd. Wait, May 1st. So this, okay, so this is what gets my interest going. In the game, Final Fantasy VII, the dates are marked with X's because the actual year that it's set in isn't important. What is important is the distance in time between certain events. So we know that, say, like 15 years ago, Nibelheim or something happened, but the actual years of people's like events can just be year X, month X, this and this happened. So when he's reading through the diary and Sephiroth just, in his dialogue, just says X, that works really well. If you're going to say that Tifa is born in 1987, what you are by extension saying is that in the world of Final Fantasy VII, Jesus Christ was born 2,000 years ago. But there isn't an in-game Christianity or Catholicism because it's a completely different religion and backstory. You've got the live stream and Maker Energy. You don't have Christianity and stuff. If you start saying people are running around in Final Fantasy VII saying I was born in 1987, that's tying that relationship into existing real history. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for a Final Fantasy game. You should really contemplate the words leave us kids. I'm not bothering any. Top 10 things you really shouldn't have to say in life. I'm not bothering any kids. 1987 of their timeline. In China, the year is different. What the fuck's that got to do with anything? What if Gaia's orbit takes twice as long, meaning 10 years old on Gaia's? Careful. It's not 1987 AD. I'm not buying into this. Like, it doesn't even affect anything. What do I care? What I was getting at is that Tifa's been 20 for a while now, that's all. Look, I don't want to have an argument about this. I don't mind. I'm not bothered. Whatever you say is right. Well done. Good vibrations. Bap, bap. Good, 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 good vibrations. Bop, bop. I love how the Beach Boys went from doing generic pop to slowly having a mental breakdown trying to find the perfect album. And they ended up just making the most experimental weird albums out there for years afterwards. It's so good. When has Tifa become Ash Ketchum? I don't even know what that implies. Does that imply she stays young forever or she ages in real time? Oh, they ended Pokemon, didn't they? Pokemon officially finished, right? Ash Ketchum died or something. Yeah, Beach Boys. I thought it was the Beatles. Do a lot of people hate the Beatles now? I feel like we've got a new generation who think the Beatles just fucking sucks. It's a bit much. Na na na. No, 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 no. Do you know who I feel really sorry for? Whoever watches these VODs on YouTube. If you're on YouTube right now watching this, I love you, thank you. But they can't hear the music. Like, they just have to deal with shit coming out my mouth, ambient noises. Yeah, we're getting there for basics. Oh, she never ages. Ash Ketchum is a superhuman. His strength is unreal. Either or. I've always hated the Beatles, and I was born in the 80s, so I've got very good reasons. Not my go-to band. I don't think I'm that young, but I'm still too young to care about the Beatles. Tifa, born in 1987. It takes place on Earth and God is real. Fine. Fine. I'm going to take the Keanu Reeves approach on this one. You're goddamn right, mate. Good for you. Just something. Private demo, Hayden, bro. Nice to see you, man. Yo, thank you very much for the 10 months. The alert will actually kick in a minute. It just starts and stops really weirdly for some reason. What you been up to, bro? How's life? Right, the red bits, then the silver bits. And for our reds, we use a nice peach, because we're multiplying. Let's save our work. Oh, S&M. Yeah, I'm 5 foot. No, I'm 5'5". I just got I got gaslit by you guys for ages into thinking I was 5'4". I mean, not that it's very much difference. I've gone from short to also short. But yeah, I'm 5'5". So close. So close. Yeah, I had to wait out for so long. 5'11". Oh yeah, nice. I wonder if you understand how fucked up that is. How like messed up you lot are. We've had some absolute tunes all night. That's amazing. I'm 5'2" and I've had sex with a 6'7" guy. Had lovely collarbones. Biting onto them for dear life. S&M in a bedroom is like a ragdoll from a late 90s video game. This is too blue, innit? Let's bring that back a touch. Manny Pacquiao is 5'5" as well. Tofu, who's that? That's not the person who plays the Bolivian drug lord guy in Barry, is it? You know it. Should I move this horizon, not horizon line, you know, I mean, this shadow terminal, or whatever you call it, so that it just maps them harder? Also, hey, thanks for the follow, by the way. Trees, how you doing? Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I dated one of the girls who was on his security guard show. Oh, Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer recently died, and they were like, Jerry Springer, former mayor of Cincinnati or something. He was a mayor? Ugh. S&M, it's lovely to see you, dude. Have a wonderful night. Look after yourself. Thank you very much for popping your head in and saying hello. Don't be a stranger. Go have a lovely sleep. Look after yourself. Does this read any more clearly, do you think? You got engaged. Oh, fuck. Congratulations, dude. Yo. What? Trees, hi. Thanks for your YouTube videos. I'm French. And I learned to draw with your videos, so thank you. Wow, Trees. Ah, comment ça va, ami? Merci pour la... j'aime l'étude, les tutoriels, mais je n'ai pas beaucoup de temps pour les autres. Mais in the future, I will make more. That's it. I've run out of French. I'm glad though. I'm glad. Jim. The dudes look close enough, so I get the confusion. Oh, Reiku, which dudes? She wants to get married in the fall, so if you want to come over, you're invited. I'm not reading the rest of that, mate. What do I bring? Do you want me to bring the kazoo? Mikey, you just said it was a cancerous frog. No, j'aime le français. Do any of you guys follow Fakir? Insanely good French illustrator. She's très cool. Kazoo or the champagne? Yeah, a little bit of one of both. I'll bring a bottle of bubbly and a little kazoo for a little bit of tunes. Oof! Thank you, somebody. Naru, thank you. Yeah. I get a lot of people coming back from time to time, and they're just like, "Oh, thanks. I used to watch your videos when I was 16. Anyway, now I've got grandkids," and I'm just like, oh, "Good, good for you. Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad." Good French. I'm very bad. Sapristi. C'est bon? Moi? Non. Votre anglais, très bien. Un commencement est à un moment de délicatesse extrême. Sachez donc que votre l'anglais, c'est très bien. Clipping mask. There we go. Oi. Wow. Merci pour là. Oh, je t'aime les beats. Yo, thank you very much for dropping some biddies, Tracy's. Wow, that set off my my lights, but that hasn't set off an alarm, which is weird. Hey, thank you very much, man. Thank you. If you get out of high school and get a 50-year-old woman, you can have grandkids. Yeah, let's go. I'd like to be a granddaddy without the kids in between. Imagine that. I used to watch your videos when I was in school. Anyway, I've got grandkids now. Yeah, like it's not a million miles off. People, fuck off! People move too quickly. That'll be the alert. That alert is delayed. That's Trees' fault, that is. Fucking hell. That was a horrible delay on that alert. That was not cool. Wow, I thought Trees was friendly, but that was not alright. That was so late. Gaslighting him into questioning the very fabric of reality is one thing, but jump scares is uncalled. Yeah. Jump scares is just uncalled for, man. It's really loud in my headset. We've been listening to nice tunes all day. It's a little uncalled for. Oh, did you like that, do you, King Willie? You like that one, did you? You've all got stuff to work through, I swear, a lot of you. In my country, it's midnight. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Actually, it's... Yo, I'm nearly done. I've just got a little bit of rendering bits to do. But we basically almost finished the basic bits to keep her in line with the others. Which means, can I fit in some Resident Evil 4? Ooh, we might be able to fit in a tiny bit of Resident Evil 4 Let's Play tonight. Just a little bit, but it'd be nice to crack back into that game. If I'm good and I've done my homework, we're allowed to play, streamers allowed to play a little bit of Resident Evil 4. We're working through them by tormenting you. Yeah, what are you talking about? You and jump scares, I never have them. I've got to find my amusement somewhere. I need to turn off those jump scares. I need to get around to actually removing them. We only really had them for Halloween. They're like legacy scares now. They represent a bygone era. Okay, we'll get some hair highlights going. I'm just going to go for a really quick wee. I'm actually bursting. Just pause it. Somebody remind me to record when I come back, would you please? Hey, Pumpkin Kid. Hey, Gachi Ross. Hello. Hi guys, welcome on in. Can you unprivate those alien video gameplay on your YouTube? Oh god! They're private, they should be deleted. If anything, I'll try to re-upload them to the mikeymegamega VODs channel, the mikeymegamega live. Guys, I'll be right back. Your boy needs to go wee. Oh yeah, excuse me, I'm gonna make a fresh cup of tea actually. Alright, we'll take a 2-minute break. See you shortly. Ew, back with a lovely cuppa. It's still brewing. But I bought up some hobnobs, so we're going to take a little biscuit break. Excuse me. Just making some space for my tea. How are you guys getting on? How are you guys? Hey, Love Smokes, how you doing? Use Clip Studio Paint. It's $1 a month. I paid $14. You don't have to worry about it. Wait, did you pay $14 for a year's subscription to Clip? Shit. No software, no watermark. What Clip? Clicky. Clicky. Clip is free, no? So old. Well, you still have to pay for Clip. You still have to pay for Clip Studio Paint. But if you want to continue using the new upgraded version of Clip Studio Paint, by the way, tell me if I'm wrong because I haven't checked. This is just what I hear on the internet. The new version is a subscription model. Oh, you were saying Krita. Yeah, I thought you were saying Clicky. Oh, yeah, I'm going to record in a minute. Thank you. Oh, Krita is $14 on Steam. You're talking about Krita. Sorry. Sorry, I've only got a mind for tea right now. I remember saying that I do software reviews and review different painting softwares. But, I'm so utterly unmotivated about learning a brand new drawing program just for the sake of making a YouTube video. I'm just like, nah. Hobnob time. Crouton Commander, hobnobs. Do you not know hobnobs? It's a big OT biscuit. Really rough and OT with chocolate. There's many models. We're going to do the singular dunk. We're going to do the full moon to total eclipse special right now. Good thing about hobnob is it can soak up quite a bit of tea. Oh. Taste. It's not smooth. It's very rough. It's like a farmhouse burger. All the biscuit and the oats that are shredded into it break up. Microsoft Paint stream. No, thank you. I don't hate myself that much. I just hate myself in the vague sense. No spoilers. Have you guys all watched Guardians 3? I've still not watched it. But this is from Awesome Mix Volume 1, right? Volume 2. I hear it's pretty good. I still don't know any spoilers. I know it's sad and bittersweet. So I'm assuming someone dies, and kind of my money's on it probably being Rocket, but like other than that. You enjoyed it, Laser Samurai? Oh, Dark Palm Tree. Did I open you up to biscuits in your tea? Wow. Pretty good, worth watching. There's a rubber dummy quill. But they're carrying around backstage. Wait, what? It was a big win for Marvel. They kind of needed it, didn't they? Quantum Mania really felt like it was built on made on an Unreal 5 soundstage. With no more than 3 people 5 feet apart for COVID. With nothing in the middle ground and a whole load of amazing graphics that nobody on the day ever saw. I liked Multiverse of Madness. I like that film. I think it's a fun movie. What else was good? Oh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man All the Way Home. And then Multiverse of Madness. What else did they do? Did they do any other good ones? Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, Crouton, absolutely. Like, you could sense the Sam Raimi energy in sections of it. You could feel the bits where they forced him to make a Marvel movie. But I loved the kookiness. Like, it was a kooky, fun movie. I'm so glad. You enjoyed Love and Thunder? Mmm. Mmm. Oh yeah, no, now I remember. Oh, I remember talking about this at length. Yeah, I didn't enjoy Love and Thunder. Well, I enjoyed it enough. I just didn't think it was a very good film. Right up until the end, where all the kids get special powers, and it made me see it in a new light. Instead of thinking about whether or not it's a good movie to my standards, I saw it as a kids' movie. Like, it's like a live-action cartoon. And yeah, all the kids get superpowers because it's aimed at children. And I was kind of like, okay, actually, it's not that bad. But like, I had to stop thinking about what is the quality of Thor Love and Thunder as a movie? What does this say about the Thor character? What does this say about society? I had to stop thinking of it like that and start thinking of it of like, actually, this is made for kids. Like, Thor's costume is so colourful and it looks like garbage because it's like a giant toy. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Cyberwolfie. You didn't stop Love and Thunder, you stopped at Love and Thunder. Neonato, so you just haven't watched any more. Mikey, you're awesome. No, you're awesome. Oh, Izzy. Izzy, that'll kick off in about 5 minutes, that alert. Hello, great white kitty. So lovely to see you. How have you been? I don't smell. I rubbed a wet wipe on my armpits. Thank you very much. After using it on my crotch. I smell great. I smell even, which is almost as good as not smelling at all. How the hell are you doing? Izzy? Where the fuck have you been? I've been in India. Yeah, no, I've been in India. How you been, Izzy? Lovely to see you. Hey, lovely to see you. How's life? Cyberwolfie, thank you very much for that little pick-me up there emotionally. I like it. How you doing, Cyberwolfie? How's your evening? Izzy, how's your day going? We're just taking a little tea break before I crack into wrapping up this Tifa. I said I was going to play Resident Evil 4 tonight, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've got the energy for it. We'll do a dedicated Resident Evil 4. Actually, we'll just do a video game stream tomorrow. Tomorrow, Resident Evil 4. Wait, what day is it tomorrow? Friday? Alright, fuck. Tomorrow. We're going to have a long stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a long stream. Resident Evil 4, Tekken. And then Saturday will either be Resident Evil 4 or that's when we'll start Breath of the Wild. Oh god, that was it, Neonato. Sorry, I was trying to remember what other Marvel movies there were. And I just managed to completely brain fart and I forgot that they're all Disney Plus shows. Yeah, that's it. I was like, what happened after Multiverse of Madness? It's just Ant-Man. Oh god, yeah. Wakanda Forever is no good. Wakanda Forever had loads of good shit in it and it was delivered terribly. Really miserable movie. Yeah. I'll leave him. I need to rewatch that Hawkeye one. I think the Hawkeye miniseries might have had the spirit of Christmas, but I wasn't paying attention. I was so bored by Moon Knight, I was just like, I'm not keeping up with this crap. Phase 4 is character assassination. Oh, really? You reckon? I got a haircut, first time getting a girl's haircut. Oh, Cyber Wolfie, you said yesterday you were going to chuck out everything that wasn't your girl's clothes, right? Girl's clothes, girl's wardrobe. Bestie, got your wardrobe, babe? Got your haircut sorted? Good on you. You're the one that's been MIA. Don't act like I haven't been around. The only place you've been is in my heart and in my memories. I haven't seen you for fucking ages, Izzy. Little Miss Scene girl. Yeah. Come hang out, Izzy. There's nothing wrong with a Hawkeye miniseries. The new character wasn't a Mary Sue. Cool. But yeah, they are prepping things for the new generation. Which just reminds me that I need to get on that film cram action some more. I completely missed that in Quantum Mania, after the post credits, there's the post credits, and it had a little Loki season 2 moment. I was like, fuck! I had no idea. I completely missed that until literally like the day before yesterday. Someone told me. Loki was really good. Loki was good the first time I watched it, and it was really good the second time I watched it. Actually really appreciate that show. It's nice being out of the closet now as much as my guy clothes are. Hey, I see what you did there. Yo, good for you, Cyberwolfie. I'm pleased. Yeah, referencing back to Daredevil. Of all of the shows that they could reference back to, hitting Daredevil as a target audience was 100% the right play. Matt Murdock's great. That actor's in a British TV show called Traitor or something, where he's the head of MI6. I need to watch that. Might be good. Neonato. Loki's actually quite well written. You've been looking after yourself. No promises. Break on through to the other side. I don't know what that means. TR-ATAR. Is that a robot from Star Wars? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Loki season 2. I need to sorry. Whenever I think about the MCU, I think about it in terms of, do I desperately need to make a recap video before another product comes out? Loki season 1 is done, so people can watch that for Loki season 2. I've done Falcon and the Winter Soldier already, so that's fine in time for, what is it called? Captain America New World Order. Secret Invasion doesn't really have any prequel stuff for me to worry about personally. Maybe I could recap Ms. Marvel, but I don't really have the time or energy. So I'm just focusing on, I'm going to just do all of the Mission Impossible movies before July. And then whatever I want. Oh shit! When's into guys? Could somebody Google this? When is the next Spider-Verse movie? I really enjoyed the first one. I wanted to do a recap of it, but I don't think I've got the time to fit it in. When's Doctor Doom? Yeah, so we hinted on the Fantastic Four, didn't we? We loosely touched a goosey Fantastic Four, which means possible Doomage. Where X-Men? Where X-Men? Whose face did you miss? Oh, Izzy's. She's got a nice face. It's the kind of face you want to do things to. But this is family stream. Loki is low-key. Oh wait, I've got that. Lazy Samurai, thank you very much for hanging out. Have a good evening, man. Look after yourself, bro. Do you reckon Secret Wars is going to be good? I'm a little bit tentative. A really good thriller movie is 1.5 hours to 2 hours long. And I'm a little bit worried that Secret Wars is the script to a really, really good 2 hour long thriller spy espionage movie spread out over 6 45-minute Disney Plus episodes. That is my low fear, my little fear. DMJ Draws. Hey Mikey, did you ever make the store to buy past sets? No, not yet, dude. I'm so sorry. That's part of the revamp for Patreon. When I get round to that, that's when I'm doing the fucking Gumroad. God, I've somewhat forgotten about that. I will be honest. I might have forgotten a little bit. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't know what you were asking for a minute, and I was just like, ah, shit. Yeah. Oh. We're being raided by the nice lady over there. There's something about Jess's live streams. She's doing hard work of handsome people. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Watching Jess's stream. She has a painting, and she is a dream. Everything she says and everything she does has this whimsical casualness. She's got that funny touch. Ooh, welcome in. Hope you've been having a wonderful evening over at that nice lady over there. She's an excellent artist, super friendly, casual streamer, and an excellent touch of a human being. You came in right at the end of the immigrant song, so you didn't have any of the good audio bits. I'm so sorry. But welcome. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome in. Hey Bracket. Hey Armpit, how you doing, bro? Hey Amy Joe. Bilbus. Hi guys. Hope you're having a lovely day. God knows. Welcome onto the live stream. I want to live stream. I want to live stream. Want to live stream all the time. Draw adverts so fine, the dream. I want to live stream. Hide my hair. I'm too busy thinking about the nice lady over there. 'Cause she's distracting. She's so distracting. Oh, I should have done longer lyrics then. Her art is so cool. She draws boys. And sometimes a Winnie Mandela question mark too. That's all you got. That's all I've got in a rhythm right now. I've just had a cup of tea on a tea break. Send it back on. Hi guys, hope you're having a lovely evening. People over at my end, please make sure you're following the nice lady over there. She's an absolute star. Oh dear, thank you very much for subscribing. How the devil are you doing? Guys, welcome in. My name is Mikey. I'm an illustrator. We are currently drawing a range of Tifa Lockharts from the inevitable Final Fantasy VII. And we're working on a project which is a multiverse Tifa thing. So we've got a whole load of Tifa variants from other universes. At Universi. Sorry, I'm just trying to make this little file bigger. So we've roughed out all of our different Tifas from different story arcs. MILF Tifa, OG Tifa, Remake Tifa, Glasses Tifa, Beefa, and Adult Worker Tifa. And we're just rendering them all up nice and simply. We're doing one a day. And then we're going to put them all into this little compendium. Make these little collectibles. I have no idea. How the devil was life over at Jess's stream? Tell me all about it. Armpit, how was things over at her side? I can't see her in chat, so I'm assuming she's had to go and have a wee and live her life. But send her my love, would you? She's so cool. When I first saw this song, I thought that Freddie Mercury was being transphobic. Really? I guess you translot like to make everything about yourself, so don't you? That's fair enough. I'd give her a follow, but she's too attractive in her face. She's a gorgeous human being. Being a gorgeous human being is not just about the face, mate. It's the whole attitude. She's a full package. Greg the Godfather, how you doing, dude? Welcome in. Hi, guys. Save! Oh, yeah, okay, right. So basically, we're almost done. I actually just have to do a tiny bit more. So let me actually do that now that I've had my break for my tea. And I'll also start recording a Tifa Harim. Simps are going hard in chat today. Izzy, you'll be glad to know that I've stretched my beanies. I couldn't find, I'm treating my beanies the way I like to treat your asshole. I couldn't find my proper beanie the day before yesterday, so I had to get an emergency one. And it was the tightest thing in the world. So now I've stretched them all over the backs of chairs so that they're actually comfortable. Not an easy process. We had to get there. Ayatollah, look after yourself. Dude, Ayatollah. Hey. Tomorrow, I've decided, is just going to be a video game stream because I haven't got the energy to play games after this. So tomorrow is going to be Resident Evil 4, Tekken, and then Breath of the Wild over the weekend. So, if you're, you always want to chat when I say goodbye. Hey, Uncle, wanna play Taquito for you? Yeah, I'm down. Blackfoot! God bless that woman. Proud of you for being resourceful. Yeah, I'm just finally getting some work done. I'm actually behind again on every project, but we're slowly getting there. All right, let's start recording. Let's actually do this and wrap this up. We're nearly done. Speedrunning Breath of the Wild. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make it work. But we will be playing Breath of the Wild as quickly as possible tomorrow, yeah. The problem with Breath of the Wild is one of the reasons why I love that game so much is that it very much encourages you to just wander around and enjoy everything. And I'm a big wanderer in video games. So, difficult. That's actually very toxic. Thank you very much. Boys are welcome to cry. What a shame. All right, let's do some highlights on hair. All right, let's go here. Did you ever finish Cult of the Lamb? Yeah, we did private demo. They've released new content, haven't they, recently? That's a bit of a bugger. Am I going to start playing that as well? Yeah, Cult of the Lamb was, mate, a fun bag of beans, that was. As far as I was concerned, it was just the right length. Just the right mix of combat and crafting. I thought it was very well balanced. In terms of like a playing experience, I thought it was a really well balanced game. And I don't know anything about game balance. I just know about my gut reaction. Mikey, hey, Jess sends you much love. She's already in bed chasing sleep. Yo, much love to her, much love to her. Now, Jess is super cool. I hope she has a wonderful sweet dreams. And bless her. Bless her for raiding you guys over here. So what we're doing is we're just munching up this shape a little bit. Forget about tea. I always wanna drink a cup. Not Game of Thrones, The Last of Us. Oh, the gay episode of The Last of Us. Yeah, that was really good. I kind of think that they needed that because in the game everything's awful, everything is miserable, but the fact that in the TV show they kind of turned it into like a minor win, like, you know, they actually got to grow old together, which is about the best you can get away with in this nightmare universe. Okay, now we're gonna go underneath. Oh, let's do this bit. Spoilers? What if people hadn't seen it? I haven't actually given away any spoilers. I've just said that it's really nice. You said they grew old together. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. To be fair, that's a bit of a spoiler. Then we get the hard brush out. Wait a minute. That's already a razor brush. I am getting tired. Have you seen Jess's portrait of Pedro? Yes, Amy Jo, I have. Her Pedro one was really spot on. I like her Pedro. Kev, this is not a euphemism. This is a family stream. I really like her Pedro. I love her Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Smirking Picard's really good. Pedro is banging. Danny DeVito, top notch. All of her pieces are really nice. Wow, big fans of that nice lady over there. Alright, let's slightly reduce what's going on top of the head. We can push that back a bit. Don't want to overwork the whole vibe. Okay. Now remember guys, we're keeping this super simple. But now we just need to pop over the line art and just give it a little bit of warmth. So we're going to duplicate this one. Cheeky clipping mask. Oh yeah. Hey Dragon Packs, welcome back. How you doing? The fact she's done the Nicolas Cage to match for Pedro in the meme just makes they have to go as a set. Yeah, normally I actually pop in on the odd evening just to see what she's up to. But I've been away from this platform for a really long time. I'm only recently returned, so to speak. Had a lovely little break. I like to make sure that I don't find Twitch too important in my life, because I think it's mentally healthy not to hang out here sometimes. You can boil pizza. You can boil pizza. Are we going back to this again? There's a few of you in my life who just never let that go. You can boil a pizza, and you can enjoy it. You just have to change your standards. A lot of you have a lot of trouble understanding this. Have you been eating anything yum lately? No, not recently, Izzy. I'm going to be honest. I've been mostly doing the old... Actually, do you know what I've really gotten into recently? As you know, I'm not much of a cook. So I just kind of like... Carbs, veg, meat, tick, 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 eat. I've got a little pot now, and I really like making little pots of rice. There's something about the ASMR of a small pot that's just simmering rice. When you can just hear the... You know that, like, simmering noise? And then the lid of a pot's just going... So I like to make a little pot of rice. Like, I stick something in the air fryer, like a couple sausages or something. Put on a pot of rice. Sometimes I'll drop a clean egg in the middle so that it cooks with the rice. But then, a few minutes before the end, I get a load of frozen vegetable and pour it on top of the rice. Put the lid back on so that it all steams it whilst the rice is still going. And I get these little bowls of pleasure. So I quite like that. But, like... I haven't discovered any, like, mouth-watering brand new delights beyond that. Just eating little meals. That's about it. It's close as I've got to being a chef. You got any recommendations, Izzy? You finished all your malwam? You can boil anything. Have you seen a mash made out of Pringles? I was not prepared for that sentence, Amy Jo. I've not seen that. I've not seen that. Holy shit. Yeah, the good thing about boiling food is it gets rid of all of that pesky flavour. If you love food but are tired of enjoying the taste of things, mate, a whole handful of boiled sausages sort you right out. British cuisine, that is. When you were explaining this yesterday, yeah, what's my new favourite thing? It's like the closest I've got. It's the closest I get to like meditation or something. I have a little quiet moment in my day where I'm just waiting for the rice to simmer over, and it's for one part of the day where I don't feel guilty for not drawing, or I don't feel like I should be live streaming or I'd be doing some other content. Where I'm just like, I'm making my rice, I'm just having my little time to myself, and the rice is just going. I like it. I like it. It's time for me. It's Mikey time at rice time. Why did they start calling convection ovens air fryers? Because they're smaller and they have a fat fan in the top. That it's a small. It's a small industrial convection oven. Yeah. Air fryer sounds cool though. Air fryer makes it sound like it's doing some magic. I guess. Easier to market. Mikey, do you want a convection oven? What the fuck's a convection oven? Mikey, do you want an air fryer? Yeah, of course I do. Oh shit, that's not a good move. Boiling's a legit way to move fat from meat. Von Buki understands. Although I love fats in meats. My favourite part of a sirloin is the fat. I can't lie, it's also delicious. God, you guys are making me hungry to put on stew or something. I'm supposed to make stews during winter, but I never get round to it. It's always the summer that I end up using the slow cooker. Talk about rendering fat from meat. Oh. Hey. Hello, Snow Rip. How the devil are you doing? Thank you very much for that resub. Nice to see you. Yeah. Actually, I'm on my way to bed quite soon. I'm nearly done doing the very basic kind of look for this. So that's our third lady of the set, which means I can work on the background and turn it into a Patreon pack over the weekend. Which means next week we'll do the other three ladies and we'll get that set out. And we'll crack on from there. So yeah, we're doing our vibe. We're doing our stuff and ting, and it's coming along nicely. How's life at your end? But yeah, bedtime soon. No video games tonight. We're going to do a video game live stream tomorrow. Going to play Tekken 7. If anyone plays, we play online. Steam. Resident Evil 4. We're halfway through the game. And then Saturday I'll start playing Breath of the Wild. Okay, so I've changed the vibe of the line art. Then what we do is we merge that down. We duplicate it. We pass it through a filter. Blur. Then we change it to color burn so that it pops. And that'll do for simple vibes. I haven't missed anything, have I? We're not putting any highlights on these ones until I work out their environment and bounce light. But we've prepped them otherwise every step of the way. Which means I can turn off this recording. I'm going to save a flat copy. Did that happen? Control S? No. Let's select that, shall we? This is Tifa remake number 7. Oh, they're coming along. Oh, I've just got to get the line art done on the last Tifa. Hopefully I'll do that tomorrow. Depends. Her design's quite simple. I just hate line art. Or I hate how long it takes. I'm good. Been busy. Bicycle mechanic and drawing lewds. Oh yeah. Especially the bunny. Is that your flavor right now? You're a big Bunny Girl fan. If you'd like to replace Tekken with Soul Calibur 6, I will gift you a copy. Oh. Dude, I want to say yes, but I know that I can't fit it in. Like, I can do one fighting game at a time. We did Dragon Ball FighterZ a while ago, and I learnt the buttons, and now I'm trying to learn the buttons for Tekken. I can't break it up with Soul Calibur, I'm so sorry. But thank you very much for the offer. We might do Soul Calibur later, further down the line. But I can't do it right now. I can't fit it in. Panic fire aim. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. I've saved. Don't say that. Don't say that. She's so pretty. You're so pretty. Will you be playing Tears of the Kingdom eventually too? Yeah, Amy Jo, that's the game plan. I'm going to start Breath of the Wild on the weekend. I'm going to do my best not to wander around and try to stick to the main plot. And then we'll vibe straight. As long as, like... The problem is I love wandering around in Breath of the Wild because it's such a charming video game. Everything's so charming to investigate. But we're going to push for play. And then Tears afterwards. Sexy gender bent Ganon fan art. Possibly. Rehydrated and gender swapped. We'll see. It's year for Rabbit. Who doesn't love them? I understand, and I agree. Okay, we've done it. We've done the little bits that I was intending to do today, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out whilst we did said things. Let me close my excess OBS copy. Let me take you, wonderful people. Thank you very much for the subs, resubs, love, support, raids, people popping in to say hello, kind words about the YouTube channel, mods, and everything and everyone in between. Big shout out to the lurkers. I'll never know who you are. Thank you very much for lurking along. I love you guys for it. Everybody else, thank you very much for chatting along and chatting shit with me. We will be on tomorrow, so make sure you're following me on Twitter. I always tweet an hour before I go live. Follow both accounts. I'll try to start early. I started early-ish today. I'm going to try to start early-ish tomorrow as well for Resident Evil 4, just so we can smash through that game and also play loads of Tekken. Basically, I'm going to play Resident Evil 4 until somebody in chat wants to play Tekken, and then we're just going to start fighting all night. Okay, you wonderful people. Thank you very much for hanging. I will see you very, very soon, i.e. tomorrow. Let me pop over into traditional Twitch. Is there someone in the art category who can pop a cheeky raid over to? Of course there is. But who? Wait, do I know this person? Okay, I do not know Mr. Marco Alvarez, but they're working on a very interesting composition. So let's give this gentleman a follow and let's go give him a raid. Guys, we're going to go check out a Brazilian streamer, Marco Alvarez. He may not speak any English, so everybody just say tudo bem. Everyone throw tudo bem. I don't know if I'll spell this correctly. Does anybody know? Into chat. And we'll do exclamation mark raid. Wait, is it exclamation mark or forward slash? Forward slash. We're going to do forward slash raid. Let's pop over, say hello, be polite, you wonderful people. Let's check out what this guy's up to. And see some delicious, juicy artwork. And again, I will see you people on the mole of the flip. Look after yourselves. Congratulations on anybody getting engaged. Official Willy. And congratulations on anyone else who's really short who gets smashed by tall guys. S&M. Congratulations to anybody who's been traveling. Great White Kitty. Congratulations to anybody who's short and handsome. mikeymegamega. Alright guys, much love. Peace. Where's the button that makes me leave? Oh, here we go. I was like, I'm saying goodbye, but I'm actually looking for the raid now button so I can fuck off. Here we go. I found it. Okay, bye.